Okay, do-over. We'll have to give this another shot, but I don't know how I sound, and it could potentially be crappy. I won't know. I won't know for a minute until I hear my recording. But fuck it, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it, because he should be live any minute, and take two is right. Christ. All right, we're moving on. If I sound terrible, let me know. I appreciate you. I super quick, and I'm so sorry about that. Turns out I'm stupid. We could have figured that out. This was just a couple of the things from, because he didn't stream yesterday, which was Saturday. This is a couple of things from Friday night. Just a couple little, I don't know. He's just always so shitty. Let's listen.
Okay.
How many times did I smack the mic? It took 3 firm beatings for it to understand that I meant business.
Nothing. That's it. You guys have nothing to say, nothing to talk about. Everyone's quiet. Then we'll get started, I guess, right? Everyone's quiet. No one wants to chat. Nothing's on anyone's mind. All right, let me get my joystick here.
I thought that this was particularly a little bit of a funny moment, because he never acknowledges his chat, doesn't really say anything, but again, he always seems to get so shitty when no one wants to talk to him, despite the fact that he just sits there. He's like, okay, I am here. Don't people want to, talk to me? But that's not the shittiest part.
Plugged in and set up.
And then we're just going to bounce over to Rawfill real quick.
How was dinner? Do you really want to know? It was awful. My wife was attempting to do something new. She was attempting to make this slow cooker white meat chicken all day long. And then we were going to take that and put it into soft taco shells with fresh pineapple, as well as a mango pineapple jalapeno salsa, and maybe some other stuff. Well, number one, the pineapples were no good. The pineapples we had since I shopped on Saturday, and over the week they went bad, even though we had them closed and never opened them. And then on top of that, she cooked it and it didn't taste good. Like she cooked them and she's like, oh God, it just didn't taste good. She was just attempting to make like her own seasoning mix and stuff, and it just didn't go right. So we didn't have them. So we ended up ordering, of all things, shitty ass Taco Bell, and it wasn't good.
Because there's no way that they could have made something else, right? There's no way that they couldn't have made, because he didn't show a picture of his refrigerator and his freezer to Kino Casino. So, seriously, nothing else they could make. And then, of course, guys, come on, they had to order something. And then, oh, boo-hoo. This is just a couple little things from Friday night, Anonymous, where he was talking shit on his wife and everything. And I apologize for the mic difficulties, and not difficulties. My settings just got switched up, and that was very befuddling to, a boomer like me.
Taco Bell was gross. Like, there was tacos, and you go to open it, it was completely soaking wet. Literally, the taco shell was sopped in moisture and completely dripping. I didn't eat it. I was like,
I don't know how this delicate princess hasn't fucking learned how to use a napkin or whatever. Anyway, I just thought that was something that was funny. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. No one's talking to me. Cry me a fucking river. And that was pretty funny. And then, of course, insulting the wife's cooking, which I thought was equally as funny. And we are still waiting on the guy, per usual. But I'll be honest, I don't really have anything else prepared. I've actually had a pretty busy weekend, but I'm going to spend some time tomorrow going over like a content layout of us for us of like, shit we can watch or whatever. And I do have some people's requests written down. Those are obviously going to be filtered in as well. And if there's stuff that you want to watch, throughout this week together, obviously, feel free to, throw it in the chat, whatever. And I do apologize for me fucking all my shit up there. Yeah, that was very bizarre. I must have at some point grabbed my microphone, because what happened, really all it was that my gain was fucked up. My gain wasn't where it usually was. You know what I think? I think he convinced her the food was bad so they could throw it away and get fast food, and then that plan backfired. Probably. Saw you on Truth Seekers. Enjoyed your input. Oh, big ups. Thank you. TBS interview with Jaha about 2 years ago was good. Oh, cool. I'm going to put that down. We can do that for sure. Yeah, because here's the thing. He said that she thought that it was shitty, and it's like, did she? Kind of sounds like you got disappointed, you told her, that she was shitty. And it was just terrible. So you guys wanted to go get Taco Bell. Couldn't make anything else in that house that's just stuffed to the absolute breaking point with food. What happened to those buffalo burgers or whatever they were? She has had 5 years to poison that man. If she can't figure out that he can apparently hold some arsenic by now, then, DSP's been live for 38 minutes. Yeah, his stream usually goes up about 10:45. Husband of the year as usual. Yep, that's it. You guys nailed it like always. What the hell is he even playing today? Oh, today's Lost Records I have written down? You guys realize he won't quit soon. We're going to see his mental state devolving, secluded from society. Oh, there's no way. There's no way this gets better. For sure. He needs an hour for everyone to fill the auditorium. I think he actually waits for people to super chat and stuff too. How much money can he collect? How many people can he, collect? Remember when he used to put those big titles, like big special announcements, and he would wait, and you could tell he was like looking at his views and he wanted more people to be in there, and more people probably swimming in his own filth. More than likely, I would expect. How Kat hasn't figured out an escape plan. Don't think she's particularly interested in escaping. I'm not saying that she doesn't maybe think that it's terrible, but I mean, all she's got to do is work, part-time at some job. She doesn't have to have a lot of, she has no financial responsibility. She goes and works, 3, 4, 5 hours a day, comes home, maybe runs a vacuum, makes something to eat, and then most of the time she can just do whatever the fuck she wants to do. I think she's pretty content. He's obsessed with food. She's obsessed with food. She's got what she wants. She very clearly has clothes and makeup, and, she gets her hair done and everything, so... Bill takes her money? I'm not entirely sure. Something tells me that he tells her things that, like, she'll want something and he'll be like, oh, we can't afford, ABCXYZ, whatever it is. But if you want it, you can buy it with your money. I think that's kind of like if she wants something that would be like expensive. If she wants nails or if she wants makeup or something, then I think he says, well, you're going to have to, you're going to have to buy that with your money or something like that. I'm sure she's vastly unaware of the financial situation. So I'm going to let my guy start here after his 4 intros. I'm inclined to agree, Optimist. Yeah, it's just little.
What is going
money.
on, everyone? It is time for a brand new streaming week. And today, returning with a hot show because, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in months, today it is time to return to the wild, wacky, sad, and pathetic world of ReviewTechUSA. But in addition, we'll talk a little bit about everything else that happened last week, a little bit about my day off, and about the schedule ahead. So,
oh boy, he loves talking shit on Review Tech. Here we go.
If you're ready for some fun and some good laughs, sit back and relax. It's time to start a fresh week with a brand new episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
I really wouldn't be surprised either if he expected her to just, hand over her paycheck. He might guilt her, well, how do you think we get all this stuff, or blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't think that he wants her to see him as broke. So I think he kind of says, oh, don't worry, honey. I make enough money. I'll take care of all the bills. You just work part-time if you want to, for a little spending money for some reason. And I could be completely fucking wrong, but I kind of feel like that's how it goes. Totally not a drama streamer. Just has a huge rage boner for Review Tech that I will never understand. But that's okay. I could get into the lore if I wanted to, but I don't find it that interesting. It can't possibly be that interesting and good. The casino found something out about Review Tech? Do I think Kat is one of his tippers? No. She doesn't know about any of that stuff. She doesn't know about whales or anything like that. She thinks I could be totally fucking wrong. We'll never really know what she knows unless she wants to talk about it. But I think that she knows very little.
Alrighty, everyone. What is happening? It is Sunday, the 23rd of February, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast, starting up a fresh new broadcasting week here on DSP Gaming, and of course, DSP Gaming Reel on Kick. I hope that you're all doing well. Hopefully your Saturday was a fun one, a safe one, and you're ready for some good times. And if not, well, you're in the wrong place. But at the same time, if you're not having a good time, hopefully I can help to cheer you up. So,
oh, you better give us something then today, guy. you better find a pulse, a heartbeat. Better do something.
5-day streaming week for me this week. Just saying this up front so everyone understands. I know that the last couple of weeks I've teased having some extra time off. Well, this is going to be the week. I'm going to have one day where I'm kind of doing all my errands and the stuff that I usually do on my day off, like grocery shopping and appointments. And then I'm going to have an extra day to spend with my wife. Earlier this month, we were also very busy. We didn't have a time to really celebrate.
Extra. I don't know where the comes from. Extra. Stop it. Don't ever do that again.
Valentine's Day. And so we kind of want to do that this weekend, which will be nice. It'll be nice to have the extra time off. And I hope that you guys understand, and
no, he doesn't care if you're happy or if you're safe or anything, but he's very good at knowing what he needs to say and how he needs to say it.
Don't worry. I'll be back to full capacity, in the coming week after that.
We're not worried. We're not scared.
So,
it's okay. We'll live without
with 5
you.
days, this week will be an interesting one. We're going to cram in a whole lot of stuff, including the conclusion of a game like Lost Records, deciding whether or not we actually want to continue to play a game like Avowed or if we kind of want to dump it, which we could definitely do. I definitely foresee this week us hitting 30 goals. And when we do so, having a fun Lego night, which again...
Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know, just in case you haven't tuned in to myself or anybody else. The 30 goal, I think he's at 25 or 26. It doesn't fucking matter. But at 30, it's not going to be food. He's going to do Legos, you guys.
Again, we haven't decided if it's going to be called Build with Phil or DSP Builds It. I guess maybe we'll just decide when we do it.
They're both equally as dented. It really doesn't matter.
And that'll certainly be interesting and different because I've never done anything like that before. You know, would like a hobby night where I build some Legos, but I hang out with you guys and we talk and interact. Can that work? Can that be entertaining content?
No, podcasts, quote unquote, typically are not just one person. This is just kind of a crazy narcissistic man ranting at whoever will listen to him. Exactly, 220 behavior for sure.
For my audience or not. I don't know, right? But we're going to find out. So we've got good stuff. Plus, you know, getting back to Call of Duty after having it gone for a bit.
I mean, really, how is any of this a reward? I mean, that's a good question. Lego, how is it a reward? How is DSP gets handheld by chat to build Lego until he gets frustrated? It's more so what it should be called.
Back to other fighting games outside of this Fatal Fury beta that I've been playing for a while. So some good stuff this week, and I hope that you guys will be around for it and you're down for it. I think it's going to be a fun one, no matter, you know, what you're attending or where you're going or hanging out with me. It's going to be, you know, good times. So, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple quick things, housekeeping things, and the like, before we kind of get to the meat of the show. First,
who taught him and the like? Because I just played a clip from Friday before he went live, and he said and the like. I cut that part out, but I was listening a few minutes ahead. Who taught him and the like? Who taught him precarious? There was something else he's saying. Who gave him that like word a day calendar, phrase a day, whatever.
This, but if you remember, a couple weeks ago, I responded to a fighting game community YouTuber called Button Check. He had actually made a video highlighting me talking about Street Fighter 6 and Mai Shiranui being the new character, but having the meta exposed within days, and how I didn't feel that that was beneficial to the FGC to have the meta exposed.
Boomer, boomer, boomer. Move on.
Content creators on the internet.
Move on.
And that basically the games were being ruined and becoming boring way too quickly. He had responded to that. I responded to his response, and he has responded to my response of his response. I know, it's pretty stupid, isn't it?
But you're going to watch it. You're going to watch it and you're going to talk about it. So
anyway, you may be wondering, why am I not doing anything with that today? Because he actually did his response to the response yesterday. There's a couple of reasons, all right?
He hasn't done his day off bit yet.
Number one, he outright says in his video, he wants to watch my content. Like, he wants to actually watch my real content. He's tired of trying to find my responses or things I'm saying and watching detractor videos that interject dumb things in them that basically take away from the video. He just wants to see the raw content, but he says he can't find it. Now,
he can still watch that through detractor content without having to give your stupid ass a view. Anybody can check out Raw Phil at any time. There's no commentary, there's no pausing, there's no nothing. So if he's found detractor videos, then surely he's found Raw Phil. That kind of sounds like a big bunch of bullshit to me, but go on.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh,
that
boy.
is the problem with YouTube. Right now.
Oh, we're going to get a YouTube knocks me down in the algorithm rant. Here we go, folks.
I am the person who makes the original content, but these idiots illegally steal it, rebroadcast it, or upload it with minimal transformative content added to it. Just because you took my raw response to Button Check and you added in a clip that's a meme from 10 years ago, that's not a transformative work. What you did is you took my raw content.
YouTube will actually let us know whether or not it's transformative enough. We'll get hit. We'll get hit and we'll say, take this out, or you can't play this, or you can't, do that. And so, yeah, that's also a big bunch of bullshit too. Well, thank you, Ice Bread. I appreciate you. It was a good time. We had a good time.
Of my raw content and you superimposed it over each other. That's illegal. Okay? But these people are doing it so often and so much, people can't find my original content. Here's a guy who literally wants to just watch my takes on fighting games and talk about them and respond, and he can't. And he actually asked his viewership in the video, can someone actually lead me to like DSP's raw content so I can...
Well, gee, he couldn't possibly type in DSP Gaming and find your channel and click on it. You just type in DSP_gaming. You'll pop up. Not your video, but your stupid fucking channel thing will pop up. You can click on the channel. This guy's a YouTuber and can't find your content? I really fail to see that being true.
I can watch that. And I don't know if anyone has actually reached out to him. Last night, I tried. I tweeted him with my real Twitter account saying, hey, this is me. If you follow me on Twitter, I can DM you and then we can go back and forth and I can send you links to the actual, full discussions and things like that. But I haven't heard from him yet. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I hope that people reached out to him and told him the correct information. But at the same time, you understand this is exactly what my detractors want, is their own content getting attention. So likely they flooded him with misinformation. All right. So
The fuck do I or anyone else care if your shit gets attention? Your shit does get attention for a hot minute. And then they realize that other detractors or myself or someone, Raw Phil, whatever, that they enjoy that better. So they go there. Everybody can find you, bro. It's okay.
until I actually get a chance to talk to the guy about it and say, hey, here's the deal. I don't think I should react to the react yet. To be fair, I did skim through it last night. And again, it seems like a very level-headed, neutral, intelligent take. He's probably one of the most fair guys in the FGC making content because he doesn't just sit there shitting on people because of memes. He actually listened to what I had to say and was like, some of it he agrees, some of it he disagrees, but that's what it's all about. That's called internet discussion and content creation, not just hateful content for the sake of clickbaits and mouth-drooling morons watching your stuff and filling your pockets with money, right?
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you anytime. Come on. You don't got to give me nothing. I don't want nothing. Come on up over here. You won't, because I'll hand you your asshole. But come on. You can talk to me. I don't even know half the memes. I was lucky I caught fur because I had seen the meme. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm around the same age as you. I don't understand a lot of the stuff, the damn punk kids. So come on. Come on, big balls. Double Agent, thank you for the $5 super chat. Literally just search DSP Gaming, and he was the first thing that popped up. Yeah, you can't just type in like DSP or, something else. You have to type in either DSP Gaming or DSP, I think like _gaming or something like that. And his channel at least will pop up right away. Because sometimes when I'm looking around for like Raw Phil or whatever, I find that it's just somebody made like a little tiny comment, and as usual, he took it and he ran with it. VLX, thank you for the adorable little mouth drooly super sticker for $1. Thank you. It's so cute. Optimist, thank you for the $2. DSP can make the most casual interaction weird AF. Copy that.
So, we'll see what happens. I hope that he does follow me, and then he could shoot me a DM. I'll shoot him a DM. And then we can talk about stuff like I would like.
You can figure out, there are tools actually that you can use where you can see what people have as tags in their videos and stuff like that. You can click on people's videos and see how they have it tagged for, like SEO and all that kind of stuff. If you really want to dig into the analytics of YouTube, you can see what popular detractors like Duty or WPIG or whatever they tag all their, and you, sir, can actually use the same tags. And I guarantee you, whatever they're tagging, if you tagged it, your shit would get more views. But I really doubt that you know how to optimize your channel correctly.
Like to do.
Plus, your content sucks, dude. You suck.
The response to the response to the response to the response to the response. But it would be nice if we could react to each other's content rather than.
Oh, hell no. He don't want to talk to me.
Crappy hate videos of each other, right? Which is really stupid. So anyway, more on that hopefully coming maybe this week. We'll see.
Clearly, I didn't have it running smoothly today.
Okay, cool.
How long did it take me to learn? Like I say, the stream did not run smoothly this morning because I hit my gain switch like a fucking idiot. I don't know. I've been doing this for a minute because I did this. I streamed for 2 years on Twitch back in like 2013. Smoothly, maybe a month. If you've like never done this before, like to just set up like OBS and stuff and like be good at it. Maybe a month. Getting into the analytics and everything and like learning how to make YouTube work for you, that's a learning curve. It was for me.
All right.
It was for me anyway.
So, that's coming up. What else? Well, this week is going to be a good.
How dare I question his methods? Well, I don't know. Because I know a lot of YouTubers with a lot less subs who have been doing this nowhere near as long as him who are far more successful.
Good week for all the games that we're playing. And what I like to do very briefly is just go through the schedule with all of you, so that we can be on the same page about what I'm doing when, so that everyone is, here on the right days, etc. So if we take a quick look over here, and of course I got to turn this off. So today, Lost Records will continue after the podcast. That's right, the cringeworthy game from Don't Nod, that basically is the formula of Life is Strange, only without powers. In this case, the actual extra gameplay is, if you can believe it, like Pokemon Snap. And the plot is so cringy that it's funny, and we're enjoying each other's company and commenting on it as we play. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Even though I don't think it's particularly a great game, I still
What are you
think it's gonna
shitting
be
on
good
Pokemon
content,
Snap
okay?
for?
Tonight, it's my final
I still play Pokemon Snap.
opportunity to play the Fatal Fury beta because it actually closes on Monday. So I'd like to do one more session of it. My opinions on the beta are very mixed. I think the graphics of the game are good, and I think that the gameplay is interesting. It has many different gameplay.
The graphics are good. The gameplay is interesting.
Elements to it. All these different kind of mechanics and things, some of which I'm trying to learn and utilize, and others are incredibly tough to figure out because the game has no practice mode. Without a practice mode, how am I supposed to practice things like move, breaks, and the like? I just can't. So I know that
How about
I'm
you
playing
just play
this
the
beta
game?
to like half capacity, right? I'm really not playing it to a full capacity simply because I can't practice and learn the mechanics yet. When the full game comes out,
They did redo Pokemon Snap, and I played the fuck out of that one too.
I probably will be able to. The problem, though, is that the netcode is awful. The connections are terrible. They are full of lag. In the 2 sessions I've now played this beta, I'd probably played 3 matches with no lag out of the, 50 plus. So that's not a good sign. And I hope that they do get this worked out by the time the final game comes out. And in fact, I guess the head game director has already come out publicly and apologized for this, says we acknowledge the problems, and we're going to try to do a second beta before the game launches so you can get a better idea of what the game will be, because we realized that this beta was kind of a shit show. All right. But I'm going to be playing it on the late stream tonight. I hope you'll join me for that. Tomorrow is the return of Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. We played this on Friday. My initial impressions are very simple. It's Like a Dragon or Yakuza to a T. It's got the zany combat. It's got the silly antics, the Japanese culture. It's interesting to see Goro Majima act differently because he's not acting like the mad dog anymore because he has amnesia. But the game's still good. I'm having a good time with it. I'm looking forward to more. We actually got the graphical issues nailed by the end of that last stream because, I'm playing it on PC. We were trying to figure out how can I play it at 4K, but stay a steady 60 frames per second without massive screen tearing. I think we
Who in the fuck cares? I don't understand.
finally figured it out by the end of that first stream, so the graphics should look great. Hopefully. Okay?
It would go so much smoother for him if he would DC just take a fucking L every once in a while. Seriously.
Then on Monday night, we're going to play more of
Jules, big ups. I'm glad you were there. I hope you had a good time. We had entirely too much fun shitting on that man. It was so good.
Now, I have a little bit to say about Avowed. At this point, I'm on the fence about if we should continue playing it or not. I can see that the 2 times that we've played it have been some chill fun. And to be honest, I don't think there's anything bad about the game that we've experienced yet. But it seems like the more I hear about this game, the more negatives I hear. Particularly, I have a little story to tell you, okay?
Oh, God, no, please.
My wife was playing this game, and she got maybe about 10 hours in, okay?
Well, wait, didn't you are we talking about Yakuza? I thought you said she didn't know. I thought you said, like, on Friday, she didn't know if she was going to play it. Now, 2 days later, she's got it, and she's 10 hours in? Jesus Christ.
She got to a critical story choice. Now, she didn't spoil it for me, because I didn't want to be spoiled on the story, all right? But she said, so I got to this critical story point, and there was a choice to be made about someone. You have to decide if you want to either completely spare them and let them off the hook, if you want to actually aggro them and fight them and kill them, or if you want to meet them somewhere in between.
Yeah, when I hopped off from the, not like interview or whatever, but when I hopped off from being on the show, then I checked out the rest of the stream. Well, he said he did. I thought he said he did like salami, but anyway, it was really funny. It was a good time.
They have to go turn themselves in. okay? She chose the middle of the road choice. The game said, okay, great.
Oh, this is Avowed. Oh, see? Well, I'm just gonna here. Let me just thank you. Let me take my L.
And then what happened was the enemy just attacked her anyway. Now you think, oh, I guess maybe that's the plot. It's scripted. There's no way to really spare the guy. He's going to attack you no matter what. Except when that happened, the character became invincible. So she got into a boss fight with an invincible boss, and it just shows how shoddy the game has been made. When she made the decision to spare the guy and have him turn himself in, he became an essential NPC to the
Guitar Player 1939. Didn't that dude used to be a huge cucky pay pig? I mean, yeah, he's been a member for like almost 4 years. That name sounds familiar.
game, meaning the game made him invincible so that way he can't die and ruin the quest line.
You're not late. You can always show up whenever. I don't require anyone here to punch a time card or anything. What's the douche canoe talking about? Oh, of course, the scheduled Avowed. You mean avoid?
But when that happened, it didn't have him
Did he wage quit? I think I saw someone wrote wage quit or rage quit.
actually do the right action, which is supposed to be go turn himself in. So because of that, the game glitched. So she reloaded and she tried again, and the game glitched again. So she reloaded and she tried again, and the game glitched again. It doesn't work.
These people have more glitches than anybody I've ever. These people should seriously be video game testers because they find every glitch that is ever known to anybody. Liked it so much you subbed to the channel. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Iron Cuck is in there.
Okay? So the only way she could actually get the game to work was to have the guy like outright attack him. Because if you outright attack him, then
Steve wants that money, and he got it. So suck a dick, bitch. He got it. How you like that?
the game doesn't make
I wish you'd have made more money.
him an essential NPC, and you can fight him and kill him, and then the quest ends. So basically, the game's bugged.
Yeah, how bad do you
This
have to be
brand
to
new
like
giant open world,
keep
hyped for
breaking this
years,
shit?
Obsidian focused of fantasy RPG is a buggy mess. And that's only one of the few bugs that she encountered in the 10 hours she played. She quit. She said, I've had enough. I've just had enough of this nonsense. And, and I don't blame her. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We have not encountered those bugs yet. So that's why I am keeping it in the schedule for now. But I'm not convinced that you guys are going to like the game enough to keep it in the schedule yet. We're going to see. I would like to play it again on Monday night. I would like to give it another shot. I would like to see if it works or not, and if you guys like it, all right? And if you do, if we keep having chill fun whenever I play it, then I might keep it in the schedule as a chill game. But if it ends up that it annoys us or it just becomes boring, then we don't have to keep playing it. So let's play it by ear and see how it goes, okay? Again, there was no commitment to playing or finishing that game simply because it's a Game Pass game anyway. On Tuesday, I'd like to do a full multiplayer day on Tuesday. Keep in mind, there is no Smark Guys commentary show this week, no wrestling, because PPP is on vacation. Actually, the casino is on vacation this week. So for those of you who are here, I'm going to be here 5 days. I'll be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so I hope you'll join me for all my content. I'll be streaming when they would have been streaming. If you want to come join me, now's a great time to jump on and have a good time with me this week. All right, I promise I'll try to keep you all entertained. Cool? All right, so because there's no Smart Guys, on Tuesday, I would like to do a full day of multiplayer, bringing back Call of Duty for the first stream. And what I'd like to do is continue leveling the SVD sniper rifle, because number one, it's good.
Blah, blah, blah. Boring, boring, blah. Pentaxis, thank you for becoming a member. Nice to see you again. It's been a long time. It's been
And number
so
two,
long.
once I finish upgrading it, or leveling it, I should say, I'll have all the upgrades that I then want to put onto the better sniper rifle. What is it, the AMR Mod 4 or
Oh,
something
you don't know. How long have you been playing this fucking game, asshole? You don't know.
like that? And so then it could be even better, for sniping gameplay. I actually want to focus on sniping a bit. I think it's going to work out well. So far, I've done well on mouse and keyboard here with the sniping, so good stuff there, okay?
Has he gone? Has he like flipped completely from rusher to sniper in Black Ops 6? Did he just get tired of just running into battle like a complete moron and getting shit on? What has happened here? I can't watch his gameplay. It makes me nauseous.
And then Tuesday night, I'd like to, now that we're done with the Fatal Fury beta, either do Street Fighter 6 or maybe the Marvel 2 collection. And to be honest, some people have actually been asking me for the Marvel 2 collection for a bit.
The crazy shit is he writes this all down before he starts the stream and doesn't realize how boring it is. Dude, no way. No way does he take any. You can't take notes and be this chronically unorganized, disorganized, both, more. I don't know. You can't write any of this down and be just so all over the fucking place. Like, oh, and thank you for the $5. Missed you. Well, right back at you. It was such a good time last night. And yeah, that was really awesome. King Louie, thank you for the $5 super chat. Is there a reason Cat only works part-time? Such a lazy, weird family. My theory is he tells her that she can work a little bit if she wants to for like extra money. But why does she really do it? I have absolutely no idea.
Saying they're craving it, and it sucks that I haven't played it recently. So I think maybe we'll do that on Tuesday for variety. And then Wednesday, we're going to finish Lost Records. Because from what I'm understanding, Lost Records is about 7.5 hours long. We're about 2.5 hours in. So
I have a theory that she is under the impression that this dude is way more successful than he really is. And so he goes, oh, don't worry, I'll pay everything, because he wants all the control. I'll pay for everything. I'll take, care of everything. You just work for some of those extras that you want. I don't know. Again, I could be totally fucking wrong. I don't know.
After today, we'll be like 5.5. So probably we'll need one more stream to wrap it up. And then on Wednesday, I'd like to do something chill with all of you, like an indie stream. But here's the thing. This schedule is completely playing it by ear because based on the levels of support that I get this week, one night we're going to do Chill with Phil building the Lego set that I bought back in December. So when we hit 30 goals, we got to schedule it in. If we hit 4 goals today, it could be tomorrow night. If we hit 4 goals by tomorrow, then it'll probably be Tuesday night, you see? So depending on how things go, that's how we're going to schedule it in. And we'll figure it out once it happens, all right? Basically, whenever we hit that goal, we'll either do it that very night or the night after, depending on when we're hitting the goal, okay? So there is no DSP tries it this week.
Fucking Iron Cuck is in there like 4 goals today. Yeah, if you open up your wallet, asshole. Come on. We're waiting on you, dickhead.
At all.
We're waiting to see how fucking low you're going to lower yourself today.
It's going to be the Lego night, which I hope goes well. And like I said, if the Lego night goes well, I would be
meaning if I make a lot of money,
happy to do these ongoing and get better Legos. Like, for example, allow me.
That Lego set was $40, by the way. He wants like $11 billion for this. Does Kat know how to drive? Yeah, she does.
To show you.
Well, I don't know how to. She's got a driver's license. We'll say it like that.
Hold on one second, because someone's already asking. So what I want to do is show you guys again. Hold on.
Where the hell did he go? Pentax inside. Thank you again for the $5 super chat. Soothing voice.
Okay.
And his voice is rough. Oh my God, we've seen this. Oh, he's gonna say the word y'all hate. Y'all might want to plug your ears, take your earbuds out, mute it, walk away. He's gonna say the word that everybody hates when he says it because it's really yucky.
Once again, is the Lego set that I have that we're gonna start to build. Now, by no means do I think we're gonna finish this in one stream. It's 771 pieces, and it's rated the highest level of challenge, adults only. It's probably a tough Lego set to build. I haven't built Lego since I was a kid, so watch me sit here and look like an idiot trying to do this, right?
I can't Minecraft you. Who's gonna Minecraft me? No, we're gonna get through this together.
But I think this would be fun. Okay, this is the Lego set.
I'm telling you, he bought this for her. He bought this for her, or she bought it, or something, because why would he get flowers? I don't understand. Because I looked up, because I don't know shit about Legos, but there are other sets that are either equivalent or cheaper that he could do. And I have a feeling that like he bought this for her and she didn't want it or something.
Now, if we do this and it's fun and it works, and what I mean by that is people show up,
engage and support.
They engage and they support me. Okay, it ends up being a good stream. I would be willing to invest in Lego sets. That would be nice things for our backdrop. Like, imagine if I built a Super Mario set that could be right here in the backdrop, or people.
You already get $1,500 to build the thing. You get $1,500 to build a $40 Lego set. That should give you enough money to invest with.
Right now, we're actually saying, the hell did this camera just do? The camera just went crazy and turned all the way the wrong direction. Oh, you know what it was? The camera was set to auto follow me, and it wasn't supposed to be. So I got to set it back. Anyway, so, yeah, what I
Right, like, Phil, these Skittles taste weird. Are you eating the Legos? Jesus Christ.
was going to say is, here we go. It's turning back to me now. There we go. And now it's not following me anymore, so it should work. I'll test it in a sec.
You think the reason he bought that set is because it's very common at Costco? Ah, there it is. That sounds like a pretty good idea as well. Yep, that sounds right. When I went last week, it was the cheapest set there. Oh, okay, there it is. Well done.
So I would be willing to invest and get nice sets.
He bought it around Christmas time, or so I think.
To do that can be part of the layout and everything. However, all right, only if it works. If
These M&Ms taste like shit. Jesus Christ, bitch, you're in the Lego box. Yusa Russo, what's going on, honey?
I do this stream and not a lot of people are interested. People are bored.
He doesn't go to Walmart. The poors go to Walmart.
Invest in it. You have to understand these sets are actually very expensive. This one, this very simple succulent set was like $40. But the nice ones, the ones that have the tie-ins with the licensing and everything, they're upwards of $100 or more. So I got to make sure that it makes sense for me to be doing these. You understand? Okay. So I hope that makes sense. And that's what we'll be doing hopefully sometime this week. Okay. So,
but you don't tell people that they have to support the DSP tries it. You spent $40 on McDonald's, but people didn't have to show up and support that. They got to show up and give you $11 billion to put a Lego set together? My guy, what is this? What is this even?
Put this back.
Oh, yeah, we have to get up right now and put it back. Otherwise, Grandpa will fucking get a blood clot in his leg if you don't move around a little bit. Pull that fucking wedgie of Depends up out of his ass.
The camera had accidentally followed me across the room. See?
Some young guy, real. Oh my God, that's funny. Hope ICS has enough money for 50 goals.
There we go. The camera had accidentally followed me across the room.
So, I thought you got the camera so that it would follow you across the room.
So it was all, it was all screwed up. So let me get it to zoom in here. It's actually easier to just do it manually than to do that stupid hand command to zoom. So I'm just going to do it manually here. There we go. That should be perfect for the camera later, for when we're playing. That's perfect. There we go. Excellent.
Couldn't have done that for the 50 minutes before you went live.
To auto adjust so that way it doesn't screw up. Perfect. I like it to auto adjust to me while we're gaming. So, okay. I'm looking at the wrong camera, by the way, because I'm an idiot. All right. Okay, so that's coming up this week. Good stuff coming up. All right. So before we get to our fun segment about ReviewTechUSA today, which is returning, okay, and I'll explain why and everything in a moment. Let's do some shout outs because I actually have a couple shout outs to do now.
Oh boy, he's actually got some shout outs. Aren't you happy for him?
A couple of things to let you guys know. If you weren't here the other day, we have a significant update. Are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, as of now, no matter where you contribute, if you are contributing with super chats or memberships or gifted memberships on...
You guys are going to die when you hear this announcement. I already know what it is because Grandpa's told us 17 times. If you haven't heard it, hold on to your butts.
YouTube. If you're actually becoming a sub, renewing a sub, or gifting subs over on Kick, or if you tip me, I now have working animations for all of that, okay? For all of it. So that means you can now get recognition on the stream no matter what. Previously, it wasn't working fully with Kick. I was trying to do them manually, but now they're all 100% working. So right now, the first person to gift the sub on Kick will get a pop-up. It even says the name of the person who gifted the sub and the person that it goes to, okay? So that's cool. And the thing is, I got that working midday Friday, and then guess what happened? Kick went down and crashed at night. So I put all this work in, getting all these animations updated and working. Right?
Yeah, I skipped that when I showed the very, very quick clip from Friday. He came up to started the stream. Well, he started it and then sat there for 45 minutes. And then when he actually decided he was going to do something, he was having trouble with Kick. I skipped it because who the fuck cares?
Right? And then the goddamn thing crashes and no one could see me for like the first half of the stream on Friday night. The thing wouldn't work at all. I couldn't chat with people or nothing. It was all screwed up. So,
yeah, he's finally back to where people were like, I don't know, when did we start having things like able to be popped up on the screen? I was doing it in 2013-ish, 2014-ish on Twitch. Yeah.
no. Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way today. I can't wait for you all to actually finally get recognition automatically. Also, this is another huge improvement.
I can't wait until I have to do less work. Hooray.
Okay. Here on I have a new queue, and this queue now contains all of your contributions on YouTube and Kick together. So that means when you contribute, all right, I'm going to see it all, and I'm going to be able to shout it out just like I used to, but it's everything in one queue now. So, for example, Iron Chef Sakai just gifted a sub to a name that I can't pronounce. And not only do you get a pop-up.
Oh, good job, Dent. Good for you. I knew when someone started talking about animations, you'd just get so fucking excited. You'd just jump right on it. I don't know anybody else, YouTube or Twitch or anybody, who talks about all of this crap.
But also it's in my queue, so I wouldn't.
You guys, all your donations go into one place, and I can just read them out loud. They're all in a little queue. Isn't that great? Aren't you so fucking happy you could just piss yourself?
Because sometimes I'm playing a game or I'm in the middle of something and I miss your contributions, and that sucks. Well, now I'm going to be able to see them after the.
You know, if you bother to look at the chat or talk to anybody who's fucking in there, you might notice a thing or two. Also, if your fucking monitors weren't like 180 degrees, like wrapped around from each other, you might be able to see something.
Fact, and shout them out after the fact. Okay? So this is a huge improvement. I hope that you guys appreciate it and enjoy it.
I can shout them out right away, except for when I say, I'm busy right now. I know you've given me money, but wait your turn, you little bitch. I'll read it when I want to. Except for those times. Steve, what's going on? Hope you're having a good day today.
All right, let's get to shout outs for your contributions this morning. We started off with Guitar Player 1939, 40.
Somebody please tell that man that he is never going to get mod. He went against the crown. You don't fucking go against the crown. He's just going to keep taking your fucking money and laughing behind your fucking back. Somebody please tell that man. Please tell Iron Cuck. You know, you could give that money to strippers, to prostitutes, the drug dealer of your choice. I'm not judgy. Like, go get something out of that other than making this fucking boomer put together Legos.
34 months as a member on YouTube. Thank you so much, Guitar Player. I appreciate you. Now, that was just a notification. He had already auto-resubbed in the past, but I appreciate that very much. On the YouTube side today, our first contribution is a super chat from Hitman3617. It is a £2 super chat, and he says, Lego! So we got someone who's excited for Lego night this week. Thank you so much, Hitman. Let's get you on the leaderboard.
You like how he says this week like he knows?
Very good. And then we have Iron Chef Sakai, who just gifted that sub over on Kick.
He's a money
So let's
slave
get
now,
that
too
up on
late.
the leaderboard
It
as well.
is.
Thank you, Iron Chef, for getting some Kick momentum this morning started. We also got a couple of tips this morning to shout out. So let me take a look here. All right. So we start off today with a very generous content.
Oh, really? LARPers have been trying to tell Iron Cuck that he'll never be mod again and he won't listen? Get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm glad they're trying to say it, but damn.
Contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a $50 tip to start off today. Everyone, thank you to a $50 tipper, a very generous contribution. Let's get a nice animation for you. The tips I still have to manually do, and I'll have to continue to manually do them, and there's nothing I can do about that. But
You don't have to have a tips link. You could just do your super chats and super stickers and whatever the shit is over on Kick. I don't know. because I don't have Kick. You could actually do something about that. You don't have to have a PayPal link or whatever. You could do that.
Appreciate this. So let's see who this is from in a sec. It is anonymous, it says. However, it is a follow-up to a discussion that we had earlier in the week, or I should say now, last week. So let's talk about that. Ready? So, okay, here's their message. So, hi, I'm the guy that donated a few days ago talking about how I've hate watched you for years. I remember that. Remember that guy said he was a hate watcher, but now he was actually...
We're all hate watchers, bro. That could be fucking like me or my brother. Like, what the fuck?
Like getting some self-awareness because he was actually watching the detractors and realizing how stupid and unhinged they were. Okay. Since then...
Ooh, shots fired. Oh, I'm stupid and unhinged. Fuck, I had no idea.
Then, I've heard detractor channels going through mental gymnastics to say that it was a fake tip written by you. This is just one example of how they feel like they're on a moral high ground, but they're dishonest too. I realize now that wasting so much time following someone you don't like is a schadenfreude. That's how you pronounce it. I know what the word means, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's sad.
No. Stop it. You're stupid.
It's more pathetic than being the person that they have disdain for. Every one of us has been cringe, made mistakes, and lied about something. The difference is that most of us don't have that stuff on the internet in 4K.
He put it on the internet. He put it on the internet. Yeah, everyone does shitty stuff, for sure. He's the one who decided to talk about it.
Is retarded. ALT,
Ooh.
I don't know who that is old, and I'm moving on. Peace out. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for actually having common sense. And I could only hope that over time, as a lot of these people who are obsessed in this negative culture get older, they will have these kind of moments of self-awareness, realize how much of a waste of their time this has all been, and either move on or, hey, become a fan, which some of them have. You know, some of them actually were like, I watched your Raw.
Who likes this? Who likes this? Unironically. Who enjoys, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. Oh, by the way, you're a fucking retard. Who enjoys this?
Stuff, and it's actually not bad. You know, when we're not watching it through the lens of some idiot who's constantly editing in memes, you know, saying bullshit about your past and stuff, it's actually good content. So thank you so much. $50 is a very generous start to the day. What a nice...
I was going to say, that's a weird thing to throw in. An alt is old joke? That's interesting. It's mean, but...
And what a nice sentiment. Thank you, thank you.
I'm not sure how old he is. We're classic. I don't know how... He might not be 40. I'm 40 and Phil's in his 40s, so we're classic, damn it.
I received another tip here. A $10 tip.
Oh, goody. I'm so
From
happy
Guitar
for
Player
you.
1939. He says, this is Guitar Player. Thank you so much, Guitar Player. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for stopping by and supporting today. You're, good to see you from time to time when you can make some time to come by. It's nice.
The past
Thank you
doesn't
so
bother
much.
him.
All right.
He doesn't care.
So that gets us up to 67, and we're continuing on here. Looks like we got some more action over on the kick side. Let's take a look. Indeed, I received, let's see, 5? 4. Was it 4?
Do you need to take your shoes off to count that high? You all right? You good?
No, it's 5. My queue only caught 4. That's bizarre. I'm glad that I'm checking my leaderboard here.
Is that the old guitar? Because that Guitar Player 1939's been around for a minute.
Dr. Lexus, who used to be Darkside Pimp, then Danksneed Pimp. Now he's Dr. Lexus.
Hope Super Kami Jizzler. He's just counting his money. We didn't get into the Phil's day off. He just read some super dented, was it a $50 tip? I don't know if it was from a LARPer or something. And just, basically sucking this dude off and, one detractor's this, one shitting on detractors. So he's, fat and happy counting his money.
Has gifted.
You could not watch this dude for 6 months come in and you've missed nothing.
5 subs over on Kick. So thank you, Dr. Lexus, for 5 subs this morning.
Oh, good job.
Let's get you up on the leaderboard because now you are the top sub gifter.
Good job, Dent. You've made Daddy happy.
Although
Daddy loves his money. Yum, yum, yum.
I do think that there's been some heavy competition between Dr. Lexus and Iron Chef Sakai of who's going to be the overall top contributor on Kick of all time. If I take a look here, because I think
You're really not going to try to pit these two people against each other, are you? You're surely not going to start like revving these dudes up. Because Iron Cuck will fucking just wail out. This might get crazy. It might get crazy up in here.
it's been getting close. So basically, here's the current readouts for February. Currently, Iron Chef Sakai is the top contributor for February on Kick with 141 subs, but Dr. Lexus is right on his heels with 116. So we're very
That's like almost 30. That's not right on someone's heels. If it was like 5.
close there for the month of February. However,
Dent versus Dent. Which one is dentier?
when you look at overall, since I've been on Kick, Dr. Lexus is my biggest supporter with 893 subs gifted, while Iron Chef Sakai has done 637, so he's lagging behind by about 250 subs. So there you go. Those are my two biggest contributors. It actually says if someone gifts 43 subs, they actually become 10th place biggest contributor that I've ever had on Kick. All right. And now Iron Chef Sakai is telling Dr. Lexus to just walk away. He's had enough. Wow. All right. Okay. Continuing on, we've got Sonic My Shadow with a $5 super chat. My favorite part of your Lost Records playthrough is the camera recording segments. It makes it feel like a chill playthrough. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Like, the only game I've ever played that played like that before was
Celebrity Dent match. That's amazing.
Pokemon Snap, the new one that came out a few years ago. And it's weird because it's like that's part of the game and it does fit. Like, that's her hobby. That's her character and her hobby. What's her name? Swan, that's her name. And it kind of works. You know how with Life is Strange, it was always the time manipulation mechanic. And how does that work? Well, in this one, it's how do I use this camera to document things around me or to my advantage? And it's like a mini
I'm not sure how much the subs are on Kick. I don't have it, so.
game because they want you to find this hidden wildlife or something like that. It's actually neat. I actually think it works because, quite honestly, I'm having a good time with the game, even though the story and writing is cringe. It's still entertaining. So I think maybe they kind of knew what they were doing then, right? Dumpy Koala also gifted a sub over on Kick this morning. So thank you very much, Dumpy Koala. I appreciate that. So now,
Love you, man. Just messing. Let's fuck these trolls up. How is money leaving your wallet fucking up a troll? You're the stupid ass with less money in your pocket now. There's no Mrs. Iron Cuck, is there?
with that, we are up to $82 in support and climbing. This is excellent. Obviously, this is an excellent head start, everyone. I appreciate you all for this early support. Keep in mind, I will be, continuing this stream for many, many hours. We'll be here till 4 p.m. Pacific time. And there's going to be gameplay and everything as well. So maybe this is one of those situations. Maybe we can hit the goal by the end of this podcast. And then when we start gameplay, we can maybe see if a new crowd could come in and maybe we can hit 2 goals on this stream. It's possible.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Sure would be nice.
And that'd be amazing. All right. Excellent. Okay. So, random widescreen shot.
You're such a fucking tool.
I don't know why I did that, but I wanted to see if the camera was working because I've been having issues, as I've told you, with my cameras recently, where they're just turning off or not calibrating right. And this camera over here seems to be too sensitive now. Like, it keeps catching my hands and enabling the auto tracking when I don't want it. This camera keeps turning off. So,
Well, stop flailing around.
more technical issues, but at this point, I think I've just accepted them. Like, I think they're just going to keep happening, and I can't really do much about that. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, so folks, I think I've gotten through pretty much everything that I wanted to get through. All right. I'll just say this up front, okay, before we get to the next segment. Yesterday was my day off, and I got to spend some good time with my wife and my family, and I relaxed. We had a good meal. We had a pizza for dinner, which was great. Good pizza, too. A wood-fire pizza, not a freaking fast foody, crappy pizza, all right? But yesterday also was awful. All right. Some stuff has happened personally in my life that I can't talk about publicly that is pretty shitty, pretty awful, to be frank with you. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. All right.
Oh, did one of the parents die? Oh, what happened?
And it wasn't one thing, it was two things, two completely unrelated things that
Oh,
happened
I was going to say, damn, did they both die? I guess not.
at the same time. All right. And it kind of put a big damper on our day. It did. You know, when you have a day off, it's your only day off a week to spend time with your significant other. And then multiple things start fucking happening out of nowhere that you have.
Oh, wait a minute. This guy's a delicate little princess. So the really, really bad things are probably like he stubbed his toe and he ran out of coffee.
Had no clue what happened. And now you got to deal with it. You're like, what the hell is going on? You know, it really sucks. You know, we look forward to this day off all week long. And then it just has to happen on the day off, too. You know, it's one thing if it happened, oh, it's a work day or whatever. It has to happen on the day off. Like, come on, man. So we're dealing with some stuff. All right. And I apologize if it happens to come through with, you know, today, if I seem cranky or if I seem like a jerk. It has nothing
It won't be any different from any other day. Thankfully, you're an asshole every day. So when something's actually bothering you, we don't notice much of a
to
difference.
do with you. It has everything to do with just life circumstances right now. All right.
See, this right here is the kind of shit that isn't fair, that still isn't fair to this day. It's not exactly it's not the I can't pay my mortgage or I don't have food. It's the something's going on in my life, you guys, and I can't really talk about it, but if I'm in a bad mood, here's my really shitty excuse for being a bad person and taking my shit, out on you. Boo hoo hoo. And again, he didn't ask for anything, but it's what I call kind of like a dry bag. You're letting someone know that you're just not having a good time right now. Some victim narrative comes out. You're my delicate little princess. Listen, the last thing I am is a delicate little princess. Promise
this
you
kind
that.
of stuff. I'm not going to talk about it publicly. If and when I do, it's
Then you shouldn't even bring it up, because this right here is really, really not fair to people. Not only because, one, I'm nosy and I want to know, but number two, is it even anything? Because your idea of something horrible is you stuck your hand in a fucking Burger King bag and your cheeseburger was drippy. So when that's your idea of a bad day, what is it really?
going to be way down the line. It's not going to be anything you can know about now. And, you know, it is what it is. All right. But I'm very happy that this coming weekend, we're going to have 2 days off, that it's going to be a day to do the stupid errands and appointments and bullshit so that we can have another day off that we can actually have fun times together, which is what we need more of. All right. So it's very much needed this week. So please understand. And again, I apologize in advance. I'm only telling you this because I know that sadly when shit tends to happen like this, it does affect me. And then people are like, wow, you're in a bad mood and you seem like you're grumpy and you seem like you're pissy today. You know, you're right.
He's grumpy and pissy every day.
Right, and there's nothing I can really do about it either. When
You could not take your emotional problems out on other people. And if you actually had a decent relationship with your spouse, you could talk to them or talk to, I don't know, I recommend personally you talk to a psychiatrist. But, you could talk to someone else and get that out, and then you wouldn't be shitty to your audience. You're calling it Jasper died? Oh, damn.
you got shit going on, it's in the back of your mind constantly. It's like, what the fuck, right? It just sucks. But that's life. As I get older, I realize that's just life.
You'd think he'd say that, though. I kind of feel like he would say that. I don't think he would be more upset about it. But you kind of feel like that. Maybe, I don't know. That's a good call, though.
If you got to deal with, this is why when you see a person, you can never really know what they're really going through. You know what?
You should remember that every time you're shitty to somebody, or you're judgy of someone, or you're making fun of somebody, or whatever it is that you're doing, you should remember you don't know what they're going through. You should remember that the next time you call somebody retarded or whatever it is that you do.
What I'm saying, like,
I feel like he would say if Jasper died.
someone may look good on the surface, but you have absolutely no idea what level of stress they're actually at on the inside.
Yeah, boo-hoo, you fucking little pussy. We all have problems. We all have issues. We all have, something. And just, you gotta go ahead and get the fuck over that. Go talk to somebody once a week. That's what you need to do. fucking grab your tissues for your issues, go talk once a week, go to your shrink like all of us, take your pills, do what you got to do.
You don't know what they're going through up here. You don't know what they're going through in here. And I just ask that everyone just have some kindness to those around them. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just complete dickheads to everyone around them and think that they're the most important person on the planet, But you never know what people are actually going through.
Nobody thinks that they're the most important person on the planet except for you, sir. Am I? Fuck no. Who am I? I'm another fucking nobody, just like everybody else. And most people have pretty well grasped that concept that we're just another motherfucker on the planet. It's you that thinks you're just a special little, princess.
So please be respectful. Please be nice. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if you could do that to me, but just to everyone around you, because at any given moment, you just don't know, right? You just
remember that he's holding the story where he's going to shit on Review Tech. I want us all to remember this right now, okay? It's, what the fuck time is it? Okay. It's going on almost 3:30 Eastern, because I live in the Eastern part, that be nice to everybody. So now you remember in 20 minutes when he starts shitting on Review Tech that we need to be nice to people.
don't know what the hell's going on. And then one day, you're going to go through that shit. And if people are nice to you, you're going to appreciate that people were nice to you when you really needed that, right? So do unto others.
Oh, you did not. Oh, you did not.
You would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. It's a way to live. And I hope that more people would actually, abide by that.
Interesting.
Okay.
If I was a weaker woman, I'd have to go throw up from all that garbage.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have some fun. It's time for the meat of the show. All right?
Now that I've told you to be nice, it's time to shit on Review Tech. Grab your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
For the last several months, as you guys know, I have completely and utterly stayed away from any kind of drama and
oh yes, also remember, yes, exactly, very good call. He proudly read the message that said that duty is retarded and alt, I'm not sure which one it is, I apologize, that he's old. Remember, he proudly read that message. He didn't stop and say, okay, you're insulting people, I'm not going to read that out loud. He was happy to read that message, shitting on detractors, by the way. But remember, detractors aren't people.
Any kind of nonsense. I have. And the reason primarily being, after having months of it, after being a part of, shows with the Kino Casino and other stuff like that, I got kind of immersed in that level of stuff, right? I did. And, I didn't want it to become my end-all be-all. Every once in a while, I would do it, and it would bring some views to the streams, and then I would break it up and go back to gameplay. Well, ultimately, most of all of that crowd has moved on. Let's be honest. Why? Because I kind of stopped doing the content. And you might say, well, why did you stop doing the content? All right. Well, number one, I think that it's funny from time to time.
Well, the Kino Casino money was drying up, and you were really, really, really pissing off your regulars. That's why.
To observe this kind of stuff, just as an outsider, and to see what it's like to peek back into the world of the sphere of the lol cow shit. And it gives you, it gives you a quick laugh. But the thing is, I'm the kind of guy, I get bored of it right away. Like, I could maybe stomach it for a day or two. And then after that, I just get really tired of it. And it's like, I just want to move on. I want to enjoy games. I want to chill with my audience. I don't want every day to be this drama shit, okay? The thing is, just because I moved on, the world did not. All right? These people who fucking rag on me every day continued to do it. ReviewTechUSA continued his path down madness.
And why do you still care? You just look petty that you still care, dude.
Spiral down into his fucking toilet, okay? So much has happened. And you guys come on my streams, and you're like, did you hear what this happened? Did you hear what this happened? What this happened? What this happened? No, I didn't hear any of it. I don't pay attention to it.
You pay attention to all of it. All of it.
I got my own positive stuff to do. The thing is, my life.
Otherwise, how would you know? I legitimately don't follow anybody but you. And I heard that Review Tech went on LolCow Live or something. I legitimately don't fucking know and don't follow it. And you somehow know more than me. Because I only follow your stupid ass.
On drama content to make a buck. I can make positive, fun content with my audience because I've positioned myself in that way
Positive fun. King be bitch. Get the fuck out of here, DJ Bruno. You're not welcome here, and no one fucking wants you. And duty's a retard, and this one's this, and that one's that, and fuck you, and go fuck yourself. Yeah, super cool, fun, and positive.
In the 16 years I've been a creator, I didn't crash out. I didn't hit bottom, right? I'm still making.
You didn't hit bottom when you were begging for money to save your house? Really? That wasn't rock bottom for you? For fuck's sake. If that wasn't, what is?
Making good stuff, and people appreciate it and enjoy it. Obviously, my audience today is way smaller than my old audience, but at least I still have that positive audience.
This is some
Guys
220
like
shit right here.
Don't have that. Get it? They don't have a positive audience at all. Their audience is people just there to point.
Mind your business. Stay in the audience that brung you. Don't worry about his fucking audience. Unless it's your audience, why don't you just stay in your fucking lane, boomer? What do you care? You worry about who's in everyone's audience, the money in everyone's pocket. Bro, why don't you worry about you? You're 43 years old talking about putting Legos together. So, like, why don't you, like, to make money for it? Like, not even for a hobby. You're hoping to make $300 to put together a Lego set. So seriously, just go suck a bag of dicks. Seriously.
Point and laugh at the clown on the other end of that camera, and to basically throw them pennies to see them dance around like a monkey.
Or see their underwear, or see them wiggle their feet in your face, or watch them eat a quarter pounder and complain like a precious little princess that their milky shake melted. Get fucked.
That's his life at this point, okay? So, I mean, all the shit he went through, if you're not aware, so he basically went in a downward spiral. He deleted his own channel off of YouTube entirely, so his channel doesn't exist anymore. He now only has a streaming channel. That streaming channel kept getting diminishing returns more and more. People cared about him less and less. And then eventually what happened was, as he was hitting rock bottom, Keemstar messaged him and said, I'll legitimately offer you a show in my Lolcow family of shows. You can actually be part of this new show called Lolcow Tech Talk. And the deal was that it was going to be Rich and his former editor / co-host, Jay, hosting the show together. But what Rich didn't know is that the entire thing was a setup. That Keemstar doesn't like Rich. Keemstar is the kind of guy that when he has a...
I don't know. I want to just, preface this with, I don't know if any of this is true. So it's coming from this guy. I want to throw that out there that, I know we're listening to this, but this dude's a liar.
Grudge against you. He's going to crush you like a bug. So what he did is he set him up to go on this show.
Kind of like how you got set up last Thursday. Kind of like how you got set up.
And after one or two shows, Jay literally became the guy running the entire show, like from top to bottom. He controlled the streams. He ran all the tech. He did everything. And because of that, he essentially became the host of the show and continuously just made fun of Rich and made Rich the butt of the joke nonstop. So Jay basically got a ginormous power boost out of this, while Review Tech just looked like the fucking whipping boy. So it basically just got worse and worse. There was entire...
You mean like what Steve did to you? You mean like how Keno fucked you? Why is this relevant? Because he loves when Review Tech fails, or if anything happens to Review Tech. That's why this is relevant, because he's petty as fuck.
Entire streams based on exposing Review Tech for being the clown he is. Like, for example, okay, he said, well, what happened was there's a whole stream where they're like, well, your name's ReviewTechUSA. Well, you're going to build a PC. He couldn't build a PC. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. The guy doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
Well, pot, your kettle is calling. Sir, be very careful.
All right? His name is literally Review Tech, and he doesn't understand tech anymore. So the whole stream was just watching how funny it was that he's an idiot who doesn't know how to do anything, and he's on a show called Lolcow Tech Talk, right?
We watch you every day, pretend like you know fucking something about video games. How do you suck at every fucking game you play, dude? You suck at everything, and you're a gamer. Someone will say, hey, Phil, check out this game. Oh, I've never heard of that. Hey, you should do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I've never heard of that. But you've been doing this gaming bullshit for like 17 years. And you don't know shit about fuck.
If you don't know, he just got fired. Like, no exaggeration. They fired him a few days ago. And literally, this is not like a work or anything. They actually kicked him off the show and he's done. So he's no longer contracted with Keemstar or anything. And, he's basically resorted to desperate things. He's eating bugs on pizza. He's doing just fucked up stuff in order to try to make money. It's disgusting. So, I mean, he still streams. He doesn't stream every day, but he streams every couple of days. And his streams are random as fuck, random times, random lengths, no direction whatsoever. He does get money, but the money he gets is literally everyone just making fun of him constantly. Like, he doesn't get positive contributions. It's just, here's something that's a snide remark. Here's sarcasm. Here's outright insults. And
it all spins the same. You get shitty troll tips too that are probably like, hey, go fucking like rope yourself.
He's forced to degrade himself the entire time that he's streaming. Now, you might say, well, he makes more money than you, Phil. Well, I mean, that's debatable. When he streams, he does make a lot of money. It's true. But he certainly doesn't stream as often as I do.
So what? The fact that he makes more money than you and works less than you is really fucking pathetic. It's work smarter, not harder. You shouldn't be here 6 days a week, you idiot.
At all. And in addition to that, he's not getting any ad revenue. He doesn't have anything.
You're not getting any ad revenue
going on in the back end, right? He deleted his channel. So he's not making any profits on anything like that. He's literally...
I'm sure he could fairly quickly get a channel monetized.
Only making profit when he's streaming, okay? So it's debatable.
Just like how you only make a profit when you're streaming, which is why you never do anything other than stream.
Whether or not this guy's actually making more money than me or not. To be honest, I don't even think it matters. Like I've told you guys, with my goals and the way it's working, I'm happy to make what I make. I am. Like, I'm in better places right now than I've been in many years. And I'm able to do things like take an extra day off to spend with my wife because I can afford to, okay? I can improve my set. I can buy a game. I can get Legos and things. I have money to spend because of all of you, because you've supported me in such a great positive way these past 6 to 8 months.
But don't ever stop or I'll be broke.
Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for changing my life for the better, all right? And if you haven't noticed, I didn't have to actually degrade myself to do it. In fact, quite the opposite. I've elevated myself to do it. I've improved my life situation. I've improved with the way I act, I dress. My content quality has gone far higher up as opposed to...
Oh, so this is a shit on Rich segment and suck himself off. Okay.
Turning myself into the dancing clown to make a living. Okay? So... You may wonder, well, why is Phil doing this today? It's very simple. There's 2 reasons.
Because you're petty.
Number 1, because over this entire time period that I've completely laid off this man, he has literally never laid off me. The
2 wrongs don't make a right, bro.
Man is such a pathetic loss of time.
You know, someone can say something shitty about you, and you actually don't have to respond to it. You can say, okay, that's your opinion, and just keep it moving. Because everybody in this world has someone that doesn't fucking like them for whatever reason or no reason.
And effort, right? He has to keep doing the same shtick. He is the guy.
You mean just like you?
Is the literal hamster that has to keep running in the same wheel. Because if he ever stops running in that wheel, nothing else will ever work for him.
Teetering on the edge of self-awareness. Teetering on the edge of self-awareness. Ooh, I gotta grab this for a thumbnail. This looks like super, like 220.
So he's stuck endlessly being the hamster in the wheel and can't get off.
You too.
Okay? So he has to do the same thing over and over. He can never try to diversify or do anything different.
Neither can you.
So
everything's failed.
No exaggeration. Every day it's about me. Every piece of content's about me. Every waking moment is Phil. This guy is obsessed. And, I said this months ago. It's to the point where it's like it's scary. It is. In all honesty, this is not me jesting. I'm going to be very transparent with all of you right now.
Oh, boy.
When it gets to this level of crazy, this man is mentally deranged. I want you guys to understand this fully. He is. This is not, this is all jokes or whatever. This guy's fucked up in the head. And this is the kind of guy that will probably do something crazy down the line from what I've observed. No one could be this obsessed with one person and actually be, this is just the joke. But there's no joke anymore. People have called you out for your level of mania and told you how unhappy it was. You know what I'm saying? it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he's crazy. That's number one. Number two, people have been
So we're talking about this because number one, he's crazy.
telling me about this for months and months. Obviously, there's a demand to see me react to it. Okay, there is. Or if not, you guys wouldn't have kept bringing it up for months and months. Now,
So I don't want to do drama, but number one, he's crazy. And number two, other people want me to talk about it. So since I'm a weak little, I don't know, girly minded individual, now I'm going to talk about it. Got it.
it's been months, right? I can't even remember the last time I mentioned him. So in this case, every once in a while, you want to break it up for variety, do something a little different, we will.
If I had my phone, I'm going to go on, hold on. I'm going to let this play, but I'm going to go on Pig Go. Let's find out when the last time was he mentioned him.
Okay? And then number three, I'm going to be very honest and transparent with all of you.
Oh,
okay?
boy.
I'm just really in a bad mood because of the stuff that happened in my personal life yesterday.
But be nice to everybody. Be nice to everybody because you never know what they're going through. So be nice. I'm going to try to get on Pig Go.
So since he's taken opportunity every single day for the last, 10 years to dump on me, I think when I'm in a bad mood and I just want to maybe feel better about myself, I think I'm going to watch some review tech content to just boost myself up by watching the lowest form of humanity and realize, thank God I
You know what? You got to admire the honesty. I mean, at least he's admitting that he's a piece of shit.
never was degraded to that level. And I still have self-respect and I still have a great loving family and I have all these things to be grateful for. I can watch his content and realize, wow, life ain't so bad. So that's why we're going to be doing this today. Fair enough? I hope that explains my reasoning. Okay. All right.
According to Pig Go, it was on the 20th. So when was the last time he mentioned Review Tech? 3 days ago. I don't know if he shit on him or not. I'm not going to go to the clip like on my phone. That would be silly. But yep, 3 days ago.
So we're going to begin. And you might be wondering, what are we going to watch today? Well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't work too hard
Mentioned him 3 times on the 20th also. I just want to throw that out there.
on this, okay, at all. All I did is I just went to his most recent archive stream. So if you're ever interested in Review Tech's content, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do him a solid. All right, you ready for this? Unlike what everyone else does, all you got to do is go to his actual streaming channel, RTU Streams. And as you can see, today we're not going to watch a detractor video. We're not going to watch someone who edited his content. I'm actually going to watch his real stream. Because in reality, this is what you should do. If you're going to benefit from watching someone else's content in a negative way, you should actually watch their content. All right? Not someone else's. Now, you might say, well, Phil,
I'm not giving you a view, dickhead. You can get on your moral high horse about that, but you can go fuck yourself.
I don't understand. Are you sure you're not exaggerating? Well, I mean, all I got to do is look over here in related videos and show you that 9 days ago he streamed a stream. There's my head. There's my leg. That's my leg in the thumbnail there. Okay? And if you go to his channel, you'll literally see that's every single stream. I wish that I was exaggerating, but every single stream is my face, my body parts, me, everything there. It's always me.
Because it's funny, dude. I don't know if his shit's actually funny or not, but because it's funny.
The guy is literally 100% fucking obsessed, right? Like, no exaggeration. This guy is going to become like, what's his name? The killer from fucking Silence of the Lambs. The guy who puts you in the hole and says it
Oh, get the fuck over yourself.
rubs the lotion on his skin or else it gets the hose again. And he wants to like rip your face off and wear it or whatever. Like, that's the level at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that crazy. Okay? So.
But be nice to people. You never know what they're going through.
This is his starter thumbnail of his stream. Do I have to say anything? Do I have to actually say a word? Or can we just continue on to actually where he jumps on straight? Like, we don't have to even observe. Just all you have to do is use your eyes. Okay? That's it. I don't have to comment. Okay? So let's actually jump into some of his content. Here we go. So here's him starting up. Okay? And you may notice something. He's got a green screen. Did you notice that? That's right. ReviewTech uses a green. I wonder who else uses a green screen. Well, let's take a look.
You had one for like 10 years and didn't use it.
Not me. You see a green screen behind me? No, you want to know why? Because I actually use.
He'll never be done with Review Tech. He can't help himself. He's in a bad mood today because something happened to him, so he's going to take out his fucking aggression on whoever he can.
Modern technology. I'm not using insanely outdated, cheapo, poor man's tech. I'm actually using good tech. So when I'm on a green screen, there's no microphone in the shot. There's no laptop
until you lean forward
in the shot. My microphone doesn't disappear into the side of the fucking frame. It doesn't look cheap because it's not. Because I actually care about my content. But this schlub.
This has only happened like in the last 6 months. You've been doing this for 17 years. What are you talking about?
Basically saw me.
Right, thank you. Windows 8. And this all still looks like shit. It still looks like a fucking, I don't know, 13-year-old boy's bedroom.
Using a green screen months ago. And he got incredibly jealous because his setup looks awful. If you don't know, he's filming out of his spare bedroom. Okay.
So what? So are you.
Okay. He has no lighting. He has a fucking corner lamp, like a bedroom lamp is his lighting in the office. Not all the nice LEDs or, excuse me, RGBs that you see behind me that I edit every day so you have a nice setup. Okay? Nope, nothing like that. This dumbass has a fucking painted wall, it's blue, and a cornered lamp. All right? He has no setup at all.
So what?
So he got made fun of so badly when basically I upgraded my setup.
Yeah, really. He wouldn't have waited 4 years to go to direct capture. He had a green screen back in the day that he just like fucking refused to use. He breaks half the shit he fucking buys because he doesn't understand it.
And it's 40 times better than his. He got incredibly jealous and he ran out and he bought a cheap.
I don't know. I'm looking at both of you right now. You look grainy and you look fucking disgusting.
Cheap green screen and he tried to set it up. And instead of actually doing it right, this is how it's set up. So first of all, it looks like he wants to fucking suck on his microphone, doesn't it? Does he not realize that the mic doesn't have to be in your mouth? Like my microphone right now is about 7-8 inches away from my mouth. It sounds fine, doesn't it?
So what?
Does it sound here's what it would sound like if it was as close as he has it in his mouth.
Yeah, clearer, louder, clearer. You mean better? The word's better.
Okay. Now it might sound a little deeper, but in truth, I'm not like self-conscious about my testosterone levels. So I don't care that if I sit back a little bit slightly more like this, that my voice is a little bit more high-pitched.
It doesn't sound high-pitched. You sound far away and shitty.
You think Rich is a little self-conscious about that? Because if he had a high-pitched voice, then everyone would make fun of him even more. So he has to like kiss the mic. He's like licking it when he does his fucking.
It sounds better when it's closer to your face.
Content. You don't have to do that. All right? At all. This is stupid.
Yeah, you have yours pointed at your eyeballs. And every time you fucking start rocking and you lean forward, you cut out.
In fact, he doesn't need that mic arm at all. It serves no purpose. Because
why do you care? For the love of fuck, dude.
Allow me to show you what the purpose of a mic arm is. Are you ready? Here's why you need a mic arm. Because if you have one, right, you can do awesome stuff. I can look like I'm on the beach, but then I can go.
Except for that really bad clipping, but sure.
Go to a wide shot and you can actually see my setup in the studio. When I'm playing a game, I can change my camera angle.
This camera looks awful.
So now the mic arm is repositioning the mic so it's not in the way of the shot. So now
yeah, so much for being kind to people when they're going through something rough. Now, he's got a rage boner, a hate boner for this dude. I can't explain it. USA Russo, thank you for the 220, sweetheart. I can't believe how absolutely horrible he is today. Well, it's Review Tech. We all know that he loves to shit on this dude. So I'm not surprised. I am, and then I'm not surprised all at the same time.
You can get a cool face cam over here, but then I could just go right back to the show over here. You see, that's the purpose of the mic arm. When you actually make content that requires it, okay? Rich doesn't.
You can have whatever you want. Some people don't want a microphone that sits on a desk. I use a Blue Yeti. It's pretty cheap. Doesn't sound very good. So, but it sits on my desk and it's like, it's close to me. It's all up in my face with my pop filter and everything. And that's just how I want it, you know? Just join. Should I rewind? Yeah, if you want to. He's been going on for 5 or 10 minutes, maybe even longer about this.
Doesn't make content that requires that mic boom arm. He literally sits there like a fat fucking sack of lump. That is what he is, a sack of lump. Okay. And
So you have a wife that looks the way that she looks, and I'm not here to talk shit on her because I think it's really immature, but you have a wife with that particular issue, I guess, for lack of a better term, as nicely as I can say it, but you're going to call him a fat tub of fuck. Really?
he just talks like this into it. You don't need any of anything that he has right now.
You sound awful. You look terrible. And I don't mean like physically, like the way you look. I mean, no, you're gross. You know, your face looks like someone tried to put out a forest fire with a screwdriver. But, you know, it's like your camera quality is terrible. Everything is terrible, dude.
Right? Like, also, you notice something? You notice that I'm able to read all of your fucking text text in the chat right now.
Yeah, but you don't. You don't ever talk to anybody or acknowledge anybody. I'm going to keep shitting on you every time you say something. I will sit here as long as it takes.
Can respond to all of it. But you notice I don't have anything in front of me? Do you see a laptop?
Yeah, the laptop is right in front of you. We just can't see it right now. Yeah, it's in front of you.
Do you want to know why he...
Does it really bother people? I don't know. Everyone in the chat, does it bother you to see the arm, to see the mic, to see the laptop? Does it bother you? It doesn't bother me at all to see that on ReviewTech's his setup right here. So what?
He actually has that laptop in front of him. I'm going to show you later because he takes his shirt off, but he doesn't want to show like his nipples and his disgusting stomach. So he actually blocks his body with the laptop. So he says, oh, my shirt's off, but he actually isn't topless because the laptop is blocking this disgusting, sagging part of his body. So it's...
Wow, this is just mean. Ooh. Wow, this is something.
It's just ridiculous that this fucking guy makes content that anyone watches to begin with. And on top of that, his setup is so lame. He thinks that copying me, that he... Okay, Rich, you're not
How exactly is he copying you?
copying me. You're a sad, pathetic attempt to be me. You wish...
You're giving him more content right now, and you're so stupid and you're so ego-driven that you don't even realize. Number one, every detractor is officially eating good today because of this that we're all capturing right now. And you're giving him content.
Wish you were me.
Why is he covering Rich? I thought he wasn't going to cover. Apparently, TLDR, ReviewTech deleted his channel, went over to Keemstar for lolcow tech or something. It was a setup or something. They fired him. And you know that this asshole loves if anything bad happens to ReviewTech. So since Phil's having a bad day for something that he told you about but can't tell you about, we're going to shit on ReviewTech. Again, the TLDR.
You're not. You never will be. I'll always be better than you. It's too late. All right? It doesn't matter how many cheap green screens you buy, how many new shirts you put on.
Be nice. You never know who's going through something really bad.
How many mic arms, how many fucking microphones you suck. You still suck. All right? Your content is garbage, and it always will be.
So why are you so mad about it? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you're some kind of a detractor who covers him because, like, you think that it's funny, then why do you care? You just look really petty. You're not even doing this as, like, something that you think is funny or something that you think is a hobby or whatever.
So just stop. Do something original and stop trying to fucking be me, you pathetic fucking sack. Okay, now let's actually watch some of the content. Ready for this? I know I'm not. I mean, seriously, I know I'm not. I skimmed through the
DSP, a detractor confirmed. DSP officially a detractor confirmed.
The actual stream, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Can we get some 220s in the chat? This is some hella 220 shit happening right here. Please, for the love of fuck, y'all, some 220s in the chat.
The point where not only twice, but 3 times I laughed so hard I almost pissed myself. All right? So let's
Well, thank God you've got the Depends, you boomer. You're all set to go.
start. Let's just randomly start here and see what's going on in the world of Review Tech USA today. Ready?
Shit to get off my... Has nothing to do with locale or anything like that, so...
I have shit to get off my breasts, and it has nothing to do with lolcow. He actually has a button he presses that says breasts.
That's pretty funny. I won't lie. I'm pretty juvenile about a sense of humor, but that's pretty funny.
Oh, and
you can be an adult and make boob jokes, bro. It's funny. It's okay. You can have a sense of humor about things. You can, dare I say, have a sense of humor about yourself. You can laugh. You might even be able to get the stick out of your ass and the sand out of your vagina if you just laughed a little bit.
by the way, during this show, basically what was happening was
I don't really know much about review tech, but I agree, Corey, this is going way too far.
actively eating these weed
Optimus, thank you so much for the 220 gang.
or marijuana edibles during his shows. Then he was drinking these weed-infused drinks, okay?
If he wants to ingest in some way, shape, or form the marijuanas or whatever he wants to do, again, that's none of your fucking business. Why do you care?
Everyone gave him shit for it and says, no, you can't, you're working high. It's embarrassing. Stop doing it. So now he insists.
You get drunk. Has anyone not ever told you that it's embarrassing?
That when he goes on stream that he's sober. But as you're going to see over the course of this stream, his eyes become increasingly more squinty and sucked and swollen into his face. His language actually becomes increasingly more slurred. It's very obvious he took something before the pot or before his stream, and it's affecting him more and more over the course of the stream. So even though he's drinking a polar ice seltzer water, right? It doesn't matter. He's already high.
Just like it doesn't matter you're already drunk?
Okay.
It's a good drink. Yeah, it seems... I don't believe anything from that show. Like, I actually went on there like, yo, I'll take Wing's spot. I'm a fucking drama-mongering dickhead. I actually, you know what?
Rich actually believes that Keemstar wanted him to go on Lolcow Live and replace Wings of Redemption. That literally was never in any discussion. Ever.
How do you know? Are you like super BFFs with Keemstar? You guys like fucking FaceTime every night before you go to bed and then you write about it in your little journal?
He was never...
True, drunk and high are different. But still, you shouldn't talk about anyone's substance abuse while they're streaming.
Never even considered for that. It was considered to bring him on to be on a side show, not the
This dude fucking smoked a bowl. He might be a little bit better.
main show. No, he was not going to replace Boogie or Wings. This guy is insane. He actually believes in his head that he's big enough.
Because only you are good enough to go on Lolcow Live. Aren't you, Cupcake? Only you're narcissistic and delusional enough to get the real invite for Lolcow Live, huh?
That he was going to replace one of the main attractions of Lolcow Live, even though he was never offered to be on that show to begin with.
Because of the time slot. Oh, and they were like, oh, we got to split it 2 ways. Listen, motherfucker, let me tell you something, Keemstar. Look at me. Look at me right now. First off, I was going to do the other show, and you know that. Secondly, I would make you money on there. I'd make you money.
See his eyes now? See his eyes are starting to droop? And it's funny. Look at me, Keemstar. You look at me. Who are you? Do you think you're in fucking New York City or something like an old-time mafioso, dude? Rich, we are looking at you, and we're all laughing. We can't help it. We can't look at you for more than half a second without cracking up, realizing what a fucking degenerate human you are. Like, what the hell, dude? By the way, thank you to Zimmer. Zimmer with a gifted sub there over on Kick. Thank you so very much, Zimmer. I appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard there. Added in. Thank you, Zimmer. I mean, it's just hilarious how the guy talks. I would have made you money on that main show. I would have done... Rich, you're not on Lolcow anymore. You're sitting here in your awful office, in your awful setup, streaming to a couple hundred people who hate you, who are literally just here to make fun of you. You're a clown. You're never gonna have
Can he not see like the ironic irony is ironic. Like, I mean, we're on the edge, are we not, of self-awareness?
Popularity ever again, positivity ever again, it's gone. And it's your fault. You're the one who squandered it all because you could have had it, but instead you just kept on with your ways of being a schlub. Okay.
On there.
Because what this is, why he's so hell-bent on the setup is because for some reason, this is a pissing contest. This is like a high school popularity contest where for some reason, again, he has to prove that he's better than Rich. I don't know why.
People tell me, oh, Rich, you're all about drama. Yes, I am.
Could someone do us a favor? Could someone break his stream deck? Because between breasts and the fucking canned claps at this point, I think actually you would actually be doing the human race, like, and Earth in general, like a fucking big service to just take that and just like fucking smash, just destroy it. Because if he didn't have that shit to interrupt what he's saying, he actually would lose his train of thought. Because look at him. He actually has lost his train of thought. He has to press the laugh track so his brain can catch up, his addled brain, because he's so high right now. He has to take like 10, 15 seconds to catch up. So here, wait 5 to 10 seconds for the laugh to end. And then I can say my next thing because I'm just can't even have a stream of thought, right? Imagine if every time I said something, I played, I don't know, this.
You mean like you used to all the time?
Like, wow, that's great. Really added a lot. Wait, I forgot what I was going to say.
That used to be the Phil's Day Off one, I think.
Oh, that's
He's so
right.
petty.
I was going to say that this guy's a fat sack, right? Like, this is stupid. It's awful content.
I thought it was funny.
By the way, hilarious. He's got a green screen set up, and he's too stupid to realize that because he wears glasses, it reflects the green screen back. So constantly he has black holes where his eyes should be. He can't figure this out. Like, if you have a green screen, you can't wear reflective glasses because the green screen will pick it up, or else you got to chroma key it out. But he doesn't get it. He's that stupid.
I'm actually going to be on there for a hot minute tonight, so that's why I'm streaming. What is it, 11? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's real.
Look at the black holes in his eyes. Oh, my God.
If it's real.
I want to catch it right there.
If I know how the show works, if it's real.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. So during this 2-hour broadcast that he did, he kept talking about supposedly he's supposed to go on Lulkow Tech Talk that night. But he says, I know how the show works. I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm going to assume it is. So he's doing a 2-hour stream.
Hey, Jabinator, what's going on, honey?
Time so that he can go on the
Big
Lulkow
ups.
Tech Talk show. However, during this stream, he fucks all of that up completely. I'm going to show you why. It's one of the most hilarious things I think I've ever seen in my life. Wait till you see how he fucks it up during this 2-hour stream before he appears on the Lulkow stuff.
That I would do. Not only would I do that and fucking kill it, period. That's not an assumption. This isn't even me trying to beg. It's
Rich, when did you ever kill anything? You've admitted that in your own content in the past, you were bad. The content was just regurgitated news stories and opinions that weren't even your own. And any modern content you make is just making fun of me or sitting here like a sad sack. Like, you don't have content. So what makes you think that you were going to be on Lulkow and kill it? Kill it.
This man has become the ultimate hypocrite on this day. I never, after this, from this very second forward, I never want to hear any shit about anything that any detractor ever does, because he's watching someone, you're watching somebody else's content right now. I hope that you're giving him money for this. I hope you're going to sub. I hope you're going to support. I hope you're going to do what you need to do, because what you're doing here is wrong.
With what? You don't have anything to offer the planet. Don't you get it? Nothing. Zero. You are a vacuous black hole. You are the biggest waste of time. The fact that anyone sits on your stream and throws you shekels so that you'll dance like the monkey you are is amazing to me. You should be grateful for what you have. Don't be sad that you got kicked off the show, all right? Just be happy that you got like 5 seconds on said show. You're absolutely ridiculous. You have nothing you would offer if you were on there. They would all just take pot shots at you, and you would stand there like the target you are. Like at the carnival, the person who sits on the bench and people throw the balls. When they hit the target, it dunks at the dunk tank. That's you forever. You're the donkey. They're the dunkers. Wings of Redemption and Boogie are your dunkers. I want you to think about that for a second. Okay.
Just a fact. I would fucking blow up the main lolcow show. Facts.
Harleywood, thanks for the 220, sweetheart. Good Lord, Phil is so infuriating, just like usual. This is a new low right here. This is pretty bad.
Oh my God. I can't even comment. The guy doesn't understand. Like,
I don't think you understand either.
who does lol?
What a beautiful, wonderful day this is. I'm so happy for every detractor who is going to get thousands of views and thousands of people watching their streams. Oh, this is going to be so yummy and so good.
Cow want on their shit.
Thank you, DSP. Thank you for being so narcissistic that you have no self-awareness whatsoever and you don't see how deliciously beautiful this is. I am so glad you mailed me a spoon because I am eating this shit up today. All right, I'm going to let this idiot talk. I'm going to go grab something to drink.
Show. They want people who, like, when they're on there, it'll be a moment, right? So his moment was to go on there, get embarrassed completely, and get thrown the fuck off with the quickness. That was it. That was his moment. His moment is done. He has nothing else to offer anyone on the internet. His time is over, right? He just doesn't get it.
And it's not that I would be sitting there doing a big thing of grab ass with Keem. All right, that's already going to be these. No.
All right. Do you see what just happened? So I want you to take a look at the upper left-hand corner of the screen. It's a little hard to see because I have my leaderboard over it. You know, my leaderboard that's getting nicely generated with your contributions, so thank you for that. But I'll remove it for a second just to show you. So his actual pop-ups on his stream is my incident face from 2016. I'm going to repeat that. From 2016, it is now 9 years old.
And it's still funny, and it will never not be funny. You will never not be a clown that's employed full-time at the circus. And you did it to yourself, stupid. You did it to yourself. And it's still funny, and it's never gonna not be.
In the past, okay? So his pop-ups are my incident face with a relaxing relief sound effect. In fact, you know what, Rich? Here you go. Ready? I'm going to give you a freebie.
Oh, God, no, please.
You can use that from now on as your audio clip. If you're going to do it, at least use my voice, you fucking pathetic sack. Use my real sound effect, okay?
Y'all, at least we have each other because I don't know if I could go through this by myself.
So he has that playing. That is his actual pop-up for his contributions.
Wheelie Steve, I've seen some of your videos. Big ups. Oh my goodness, I'm glad that you're here.
All right? Because you might say, oh, wait a minute. Look, Phil, he removed your face from his setup now, so now you can't say that you're constantly on his mind and he's obsessed with you. Yeah, except that every single time someone contributes, it's my O face on his screen.
Because it's funny. And if you just could have taken the joke, you could do it too. Y'all are here for me. I'm going to try to be here for you. We're going to get through this together.
I want you to think about that. So now it used to be behind him and he didn't see it. Now he actively sees that popping up on his screen every day, constantly. You don't think he's obsessed with me yet? Really?
No, I just think he thinks you're fun. You're just funny. I stream you or make videos like almost every day. But when I'm not doing that, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care. So
I'd say you're mistaken. Okay. By the way, I received a $2 tip. Someone says, Keem had high hopes for Rich to be successful on the show. He was doing fine in the beginning. Rich then started no call, no showing, quitting, then coming back, refusing to do content, basically being a huge burden on Tech Talk. Well, does that sound surprising to anyone? This is the guy who doesn't have the work ethic to do his own content regularly. What made you think that he was going to change just because someone put him under a contract to make other...
No, this is bad. This level of attacking someone to basically become like a makeshift like detractor and like watch the content without being paid to do a react or anything, just because this dude's in a shitty, pissy mood and he just wants to like fucking try to destroy this dude or do whatever. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like this in a hot minute.
Kinds of content.
But I've only been watching Fiddler for like 3 years, but yeah, this has been a minute for me. Like, I know he's like reacted to documentaries and stuff like that, but I've never seen something like this.
He's not going to change overnight, and quite frankly, I don't think he's ever going to change. He's always going to be this kind of person, right? Anyway, so that's just the beginning of his show, all right? And as you can see, we scrolled through. I skimmed through it last night, admittedly. He tries to talk politics. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's so...
So this is what you were doing last night instead of spending time with the wife. This is what you were doing. Admittedly, you really need to change the title of the stream to Projection Cast. You're not wrong.
Fucking confused.
Narcacast or damn something.
Doesn't know who he's talking about, what he's talking about. The best part about...
Why is anyone shocked? This kind of shit is shocking, yet not shocking all at the same time. Because what's shocking to me is, number one, the lack of self-awareness to realize that there's a lot of similarities here. Number two, the thing that's most shocking is that he's on this moral high horse of be nice to people, don't make fun of people. You guys, I provide positive content. The last thing I'm going to do is promise anyone positive content. You know what I mean? So it's like he promises it's fun and it's positive. He's not acknowledging his chat. He is just hyper focused and shitting on this dude. And just when you think that this dude can't get any lower, he does this. He does shit like this that makes you go, wow, yeah, he could have gone lower, but you just didn't know that he would. And here we are.
Rich's show, all right, is that someone will do a super chat. He'll start to respond to that super chat, and he'll be in the middle of a thought, and then another super chat will come in, and he'll just start responding to the next. So he literally never finishes a thought. So this guy would say, listen, I only care about justice for Peanut the squirrel. And he'll go, well, Peanut, wait.
How would you like to be pulled apart by this motherfucker? Not somebody funny, not somebody intelligent, not someone entertaining or self-aware or anything like that. How would you like to be pulled apart by this asshole?
Who's Peanut the squirrel? Because I think, and then someone else will super chat, and he'll immediately go to that one. So it's if you think, oh, I'm tuning in for his opinions.
Sometimes that happens when people actually make money regularly on super chats and they have to go right from one to the next. You get yours so sporadically after 86 begs, and your chat moves so fucking slow that you could respond to it, but you just don't. Some people have quicker moving chats than you, sir.
Actually never get his opinion. You get half of a sentence, and then there's another piece of content that begins. He doesn't have the wherewithal to actually finish a thought. Okay, it's pretty pathetic. Anyway, so continuing on, because this is all very boring. He basically just blabs with his audience, and as you can see, look at all the super chats coming in.
This is boring. He blabs with his audience. Remember that the next time he wants to do Q&A. But isn't that boring? Aren't you just blabbing with your audience? But Alex, thank you for the $2. There's no bottom for the guy, clearly. You are so right. Always a new low, and it's very, very yucky. But be nice.
In. So he makes bank. Like, I'm not going to crap on this guy right now for what he's making.
But you are going to count every dollar in his pocket. Just like you counted for side scrollers, and you counted for Steve over on Truth Seekers, and you count for Duty, and you count for everybody. You are going to count every dollar that goes in his pocket. And I got to say, big ups, Review Tech. Make your money.
He's making bank on this show. He's
Good.
getting $5 super chat, $5 super chat, $5 super chat. I think he has a minimum $5 super chat. Okay. And that's what it is. So $5 to get on screen.
Okay.
And a lot of these super chats are quite embarrassing insults. Okay. And some of them are dumb, crazy things to set him up to say something dumb. You know? He's talking about dementia, right? It's all kinds of stuff.
That was about Trump.
Because he's leftist, if you didn't know. He's to the left, so he hates Trump. He hates the Republican Party. And so anyone who insults...
But it didn't say that Review Tech had dementia. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but it was something about Trump.
It's Trump. Immediately, he loves this person. So it is, people will contribute.
He's allowed to hate Donald Trump if he wants to. That's okay.
Just to bait him into thinking like that they're agreeing with him, and in reality they're not. They're just baiting him into saying dumb shit constantly. And that's basically like the whole first hour of this stream. It's incredibly boring because it's
Baiting him into saying something stupid. I want you to remember that the next time you get a super chat from My Puffy Nipples. Okay?
just him meandering and never actually saying anything. Now, we're going to get to the good part right now. Okay? This is where the fun begins. So it's about halfway into his stream. Keep in mind, he has to keep his stream short because he's supposed to appear on the Lolcow Tech Talk later tonight. Live on stream, he decides he wants to check in to see what's going on with the people from the Lolcow shows. So he actually opens his Discord. He puts the Discord on the screen of his stream
Okay.
without permission, for the record. Like, no one knows that they're on his stream when he does this. He accidentally forgets to hide any of the info. So he literally is exposing all the people on Discord who he talks to. And then, all right, I'm just going to play the video. All right? And you're going to see. Here we go.
No fucking donations. Both of you guys suck fucking dick. Turn on your camera, Santa Claus.
I got here. Listen.
Fucking motherfucking retard. No, you listen, Linda. There's Rich. There's Rich. There's Rich. Rich, handle it. Handle it, Rich. This motherfucker's a pervert, Rich.
Mike, you're looking. Hold on. Let me change so people
who's
can
in
see.
charge of the show? Who am I talking to right now? Is it you?
No.
You want to talk to me?
So this is his stream right now. Okay, this is his actual stream. All right? Take a look at the left-hand side of the screen. He actually has private Discord info on the screen right now. Like, this should not be public knowledge, what's being put out there. He's showing all his contacts. He's showing his entire discussion history. You can see everyone he's ever talked with. That's private info. That should never be put on a stream ever. Now, admittedly, when I was getting into the tech stuff, I fucked up once or twice. I did. I made mistakes. And so, you know, you might say, well, that's kind of hypocritical. This guy has literally been doing this shit for months and months. He's been working with Keemstar. He's been working with Jay. He's been working. Why is he doing this insanely unprofessional thing right now on
Wheelie Steve says, I just realized what this is. This is him trying to do the Kino Casino Triple P, I call him Triple P, ripping on people thing. Oh, is he taking a page out of their book? Well, I think Kino's about to break up with him, so maybe this is what he's got to do to try to make Kino like him again.
his stream?
I still think he's pretty butthurt about the interview that Steve did with him on Truth Seekers, so I think he's just taking out some aggression here.
Just exposing all of this information. All right. In addition, take a look at his layout. Do you see that down here says goal 50, members 30? So look at my goal bar right now at the top of my screen. You see that? See, it's nice text. We got font. We got colors.
It's just their names, isn't it? I'm like, you know, Queen of Discord, I'm certainly not, but like they can't just join probably. I wouldn't think. You'd have to have the code or whatever.
It's moving. It's beautiful. His goal bar is that text at the bottom of the screen. Like, what the fuck? And no, this is not a bit. Someone just said, what is this, a bit? This is not a...
Your goal is text at the top of the screen, asshole. And you couldn't figure out how to make it all fit on the frame, so now it scrolls. Annoyingly, tediously, endlessly. Like you old fucking windbag. So what? My beg counter is just typed out at the bottom of my screen. So what? You fucking douchebag? Who cares?
Not a bit. What he's doing on stream, he wasn't supposed to do. He wasn't supposed to actually join this show. This was just something he decided to do live during his stream for no reason. And the funniest part about all of it, ladies and gentlemen, that's really him in the bottom left. Where's my cursor? Right here. This is actually what his room looks like. This is his green screen setup. That fucking dumpy ass piece of shit room, that's what he broadcasts out of. That room is smaller than mine. This is actually worse and smaller than my room right now. You can see his shitty painted wall behind him. His fucking, dude, there's the lamp. You could see the corner lamp. The bedroom lamp is sticking out from behind his shitty green screen. Okay? So this is what it looks like when the green screen's on.
I should have made it the fucking cringe counter today is what I should have done.
This is his actual setup. Why does he have a monitor on behind him?
So what? Look at yours.
What does that need to be on for? Like, this is the setup of a 14-year-old girl who streams casually on the internet, right? Like, this is fucking. Did you ever watch Glee? There was that girl who was supposed to be like the cheerleader Brittany or whatever, and she would do a show, Fondue for Two. It was her and her cat eating fondue, and they would record it with their phone and put it on the internet. That's the level, the production level of his quality. He's making fondue for two, but he's broadcasting it to thousands of people on the fucking internet every day. And people just sit there and point and laugh. So, I mean, what is the point, Rich?
Yeah, really, what does it matter what room it is? What does it really matter? It looks like someone's in the guy in the, upper middle with the blue shirt. He looks like he's in some kind of maybe like an office or a workshop or something. Someone looks like they're just on their sofa there in their living room. The girl in the pretty red dress, she looks like she might be maybe in her bedroom or something. It's so fucking what?
Of setting up the green screen, if you just fucking
Yeah, I'm also wondering why you're watching Glee.
expose the mystique behind it immediately. Like, what the fuck it looks terrible. And by the way, again, these people have no idea right now that he is joining a show and broadcasting. Keep in mind, he's not part of the Lolcow group. He's not part of their show. So the fact that he's doing this is all underhanded behind their back, and he's doing this to get content for himself. They don't know this is going on right now. They think he's just randomly joining a call, because he's in there in the contact list or whatever. He's good for drama, right? So here we go. So let's see what happens.
You want to pay the guy now? He's so smart. I did go get my wallet, you guys. I mean, with this plethora of knowledge, I don't know what else to do.
You ready for this? This is hilarious.
What?
So by the way, that guy in the upper middle, that's David Jaffe. I forgot how to pronounce his last name. He was the head developer of Twisted Metal. He was one of the head developers of God of War. He is a legend in the game development industry. And Keemstar has gotten him to be the replacement host on Lolcow Tech Talk. That is a huge get. Now, to be honest, David actually has a lot of trolls and a lot of drama stuff he's involved in as well. So not only does he fit this show perfectly, but also he fits the drama sphere of Lolcow stuff. So basically, that's just a great win for Keem, in my opinion. I think it was probably a great move. Credit where credit is due. And so Rich is joining this show. Like, what is going on?
What am I? What am I? Your second choice?
Okay, then
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll find some other people. I wanted to know if you wanted to come on and help us go through these sex toys and tell us
No.
which ones are.
No, whore,
Right
no.
now. Shut the
Listen,
fuck up.
I
Here,
have
I'm
a-
muting Tina for a minute too. Rich, you're muted too. Stop cucking the content. You're enough of a cuck yourself. Anyway, David, I would have been the perfect choice for this because I actually do like talking about sex.
I am hearing that. People have told me, they said, if you're going to talk about these toys, you really want to have Becky on. And I said, well, why? And they said, because she's very comfortable with her sexuality and she will show up and she will offer.
Why is Rich? This is Rich. Why is Rich doing this right now? And by the way, she called him out. She said, you're a cuck for content.
Why are you doing this right now? Why are you doing this? You realize you're not looking so good right now either, right?
So he's getting free content out of just being in this call. He's adding nothing. He said nothing. They immediately muted him because they want nothing to do with him. He's a loser. But he's still broadcasting. Okay.
For her advice on that's a good one, that's a shitty one. I would use that. I would not use this. And so you were the first person I thought of after I finished making my video game about Tina, which is excellent, by the way.
Oh, I see. I'm still second choice though. You came in talking to
Do you
Tina
not
first.
want me to make-
So Rich can't figure out that, his camera he's using in the bottom left-hand corner right now on stream. You can actually use that in OBS, or excuse me, in Discord. Would you like me to help you? Ready, everyone? I'm going to help Review Tech with tech. So, Rich, this is what you do, because I know you're going to react to this, okay? In OBS, there's a button. It's called Start Virtual Camera, okay? What you need to do, you need to hit the little gear thing next to it. It says Configure Virtual Camera, all right? In that, you select your actual setup that you're using that has the green screen working. You use that as your virtual camera, okay? Then when you go live through OBS, you click Start Virtual Camera, and then in Discord, when you're selecting where you want your video to come from, you say OBS Virtual Camera. What it then does, it clones your camera. So right now, what you guys are seeing on my stream would also be what you would be seeing in OBS right now. Excuse me, in a Discord right now if you were on a call with me. So I'm sorry that I have to try to guide these people, or guide Rich particularly, on how to use his camera, because he should never have his green screen there. It should actually be his setup working in Discord, and it's not because he's too stupid to set it up. So use the virtual camera with OBS through Discord, and you won't look like a fucking jackass, you stupid moron. Okay, let's continue.
Make you a video game about you. I will, but it will be a very different video game.
Yeah, this is bad. This is getting pretty rough.
And you'll see it tonight. It's based on the classic arcade game.
Oh, so like physics.
So again, you understand, no one is paying attention to Rich. He joined the call. They've ignored him and muted him. He's now listening to something from another show. He's listening to them have a conversation from another show from Lalcow.
Okay.
He's just sitting there doing nothing. He looks like an idiot because his fucking setup doesn't work.
Okay.
So he's sitting in front of a green, like.
And this bothers you. Why? I just really don't understand why this bothers you so badly.
This is his content. This was his stream. Wow.
Defying boobs and stuff.
No, the one I made for Tina is based on.
So hold on, because something happens. I don't know how far in it happens. Oh, it's about to happen right now? Oh, it is. Okay, let's keep going.
A classic arcade game, and that will be playable on the show tonight on Tech Talk. So if you want to see it.
J-Dog, thank you very much for the super chat. My God, Phil and Rich should kiss already. I agree. Just make out. You'll feel better. You know, it's this, it's this tension and everything. It's the sexual tension. Just make out. You'll feel better. Couldn't agree more.
That's that. But no, I didn't make it for you because I don't think you would want to be in that particular game. But I did think you, as people said, dude, you got to talk to Becky. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I can find some other people. But we would love to get your input. We're going live soon. If you want to show up after your show and say, hey, this is a good one, this is a bad one, we'd love to have you.
Thank you for the invite. I'll consider it.
Absolutely. Tina.
Let me unmute her. Sorry. And let me just unmute Rich really fast to see what this fat thumb wants. Oh, he's not muted? I thought I muted him. Who unmuted him?
I'm unmuted. Listen, you go for weeks without washing your vagina. I will.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know. My bad, y'all. I didn't know we were going. There. I don't know if his chat is enjoying this or not. Yeah, I don't know.
Tonight as a guest, and
he gets booted from the show. He said that's the first word out of his mouth, and then he immediately gets booted from the show. They banned him. Okay, so he keeps trying to go back on. Like, look, he keeps trying to go back on, and they keep kicking him off over and over. He tries like 10 times to get back on the show, and they keep kicking him over and over. And he says, I better stop doing this because I might actually get banned from Discord. So think about this. Is
Turkey Hot Dog says, I thought Phil said his viewers don't care about drama. Why is he showing this to us?
This is his stream. His stream is he invaded someone else's show. His setup doesn't work. So you can see his green screen behind him because he's too dumb to use the virtual camera in Discord. He has nothing to add. When he finally speaks, he immediately gets banned, and then he's back to his junk show. Now, you might think that's the end of it. No, there's more coming. We're going to have some more fun. But I do want to do a couple shout-outs here.
Oh, boy.
Okay? Let's take
We get to stop this fucking 220 behavior and count some money.
quick look.
Hooray. Aren't you guys so excited? He's got
I received
more
a
money.
$1.50 tip. He says the panel that he was on, that was actually the Lalcow Queen show. The guy in the middle top is the creator of God of War and Twister Metal, David Jaff. I said that. Yes, I'm aware who he is. I know of him because I know about game development and everything. I was there back in the day. I recognize him. I also know he's involved.
I know who he is. I know who everybody is. I know who you are. Go fuck yourself. I know everything.
Tons of drama on the internet. Basically, I think David has engaged with his trolls quite a lot, and because of that, he's kind of earned Lalcow status. So again, that's why he fits the mold of the Lalcow shows. But he's also a huge get for them because he actually knows his shit in the gaming industry. Like, legitimately, he's going to add a ton to that.
His mods are working hard, blocking 5 channels where I just asked the question, where I just questioned him why people should pay him to have hobbies.
Tech show, he will. By the way, Dr. Lexus just gifted 5 subs.
Because I don't show up for free. I show up and give you hours and hours and hours of my time. What, you think I do this shit for free? That's the answer.
Was on kick.
Because I'm
Thank you,
working,
Dr.
stupid.
Lexus, for the 5 subs. So that means you gifted 10 this morning. Wow. 10 subs from Dr. Lexus this morning. With that, we're now up to...
You need to touch grass if you know anybody on that show. That's pretty good.
116.
Yeah, this is
116 is support so far this morning. Again, let's hit that
220.
goal before the end of the podcast, folks, shall we? Thank you so much, Dr. Lexus. I appreciate that very, very much. And you're getting pop-ups. Like I said, I got the kick stuff working on here now, which is excellent.
Oh, boy.
And then a $2 tip just came in. The top left is Rich's ex-girlfriend. He kept joining to spite her and ruin the show. Top right is the late angry grandpa's son dressed in drag. Just some lore for you. Oh, wow. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything about anything, and you don't give a fuck. You're just here to shit on Review Tech, so move along, bro.
Isn't he kid behind a camera? I think that's his account online. Again, I don't know anything about these people. I don't watch their content, but okay. Ugh. It's just another rabbit hole to go down. You know what I mean? All right. So there you go. Thank you for that tip. Okay. So let's continue because this is not even the best part. I'm serious. We haven't gotten to the best part of this yet. We're going to get to the best part right now. Okay.
For fuck's sake,
now
Grandpa,
Rich
move it along.
An hour has passed and he burned through all his content. He bullshitted with his viewers about politics for an hour. He has nothing to talk about. He did this appearance, which was immediately ruined because he got banned from the show within moments. He's like, what the fuck am I going to do for the rest of my show? Oh, I'm going to play Doom. Okay. So you might, oh God, we'll get to that next part. So you might think, oh, this will be fun. Wait, Rich is actually going to play some games? Well, let's see how that goes, shall we?
Zombie plus on himself. If you play Dying Light, so the zombies don't detect him, where he's like, oh God, oh my God. You don't know what I'm talking about? All right, well, you know what? Fuck you then.
Is he playing PC Doom? He's playing an emulated SNES version of Doom. He's literally playing one of the worst versions that's nerfed and doesn't have all the features. Why is he playing the SNES Doom? He couldn't get the real Doom? Why? Because this is free. Because he downloaded the ROM and he downloaded the emulator for free. He couldn't bother to pay like $2 to get actual Doom and run it on his PC. Isn't that entertaining?
Why do you care? Man who has had people donate him games.
He moved his goal member board there. If your goal is 50 and you hit 51, why do you still have it on the screen? You already exceeded it. Why not? If you already hit your goal, what's the purpose of that being on the screen?
Well, some people don't move their goalpost every time they get $1 in their pocket. Some people just say, this is the goal, and once we hit it, thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Most people don't go, oh, 50? Okay, now I want 100. Oh, 100? Oh, now I want 200. Oh, 200? Well, now I want 500.
You can either remove it or you can change it, maybe have a different goal. And by the way, you hit your goal. What did that entail exactly? What does that mean? Did something happen because of it? Are you working towards a reward? Or did you just type that fucking thing in basic text and throw it on your screen because you said, oh, I need a goal on my screen because Phil has one on his screen, right?
You don't have to necessarily promise a reward for a goal. People can set a goal for a number of different reasons. Maybe the goal is, I will give you something if we hit the goal. The goal might be, hey guys, I need a new microphone, new laptop, whatever. So this is the goal I'm trying to reach. Some people, like I say, just say, this is the money I want, So there doesn't necessarily have to be a reward given for the money. Dear God, don't tell him that.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that he actually really doesn't want to do anything for a reward if he doesn't have to. We're already so close to nothing as it is.
Okay. Can I pause? Whoops.
Monitor here. You're going to see what it is in a second. This is the Super NT. And this is Doom for the Super Nintendo. Now,
he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand.
Is coming out.
He doesn't understand that he's playing one of the worst versions of Doom.
With a better version of this, shockingly. And I'm hearing no sound. Why is this still a fucking thing?
He's hearing no sound. This is great. ReviewTechUSA attempts to play a video game on his stream. He immediately has tech issues and can't hear the sound. Okay? So you want to know what's happening? So here's what's
Because that's never happened to fucking this asshole. Am I right? Oh my God. Pentaxenstein, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That's very sweet of you. Congrats to everybody who got one. Why is he watching Rich? Oh my God, there's some TLDR there. But because he has a boner for this guy and loves to shit on him. He has been roasting this dude for probably 40 minutes.
happening. He doesn't play games, so he literally has no idea how to set it up. I wouldn't be shocked if Jay always set this up for him when he did shit on his streams because he's just inept at everything. So
You do
when
play
you're streaming
games.
a game
You do play games and don't know how to set the shit up. So, I mean, really now.
through OBS, okay? Dependent on how you're doing it, if you want to hear the audio, you need to enable it in OBS so you can hear it passing through. Like, for example, right now, if I were to boot up a video game and play it, you guys would hear it, but I wouldn't. So I have it going through my TV. So my audio goes through my TV, I can hear it. But if I mute my TV, I wouldn't hear it, but I could enable it through my PC. Are you ready? I'm going to teach you how. So, Rich, are you watching? Here's how you enable audio through your PC because you don't know how to do it. You know, your ReviewTechUSA. I'm going to teach you some more tech today. I already taught you the virtual cam. Ready for this? So, here we go. What you do is you're going to go to your audio
I take no advice from someone who is still on Windows 8 until like 5 months ago.
source. So, for example, if this is your emulator, okay, I don't know how you're capturing it. Are you screen grabbing it or whatever? So, what you need to do is you go to that. And when you're going to go to your audio sources, okay, in your actual OBS. It's called Advanced Audio Properties, okay? You're going to find the audio source that the Doom music is playing through, okay? You got to find which of those bars. Maybe I should explain to him how to do that too because he's a simpleton, right? All right, so what you're going to do, you're going to shut the fuck up with your big mouth, and you're going to have the Doom audio playing through OBS, and you're going to scroll through your audio sources and look for a bar that's moving. That bar moving means...
Oh no, he didn't run away from any game. This is still the podcast. We haven't even started the game. The game is it Lost Records? I thought it was.
It's catching the audio of Doom, all right? Then what you're going to do on that bar, there's going to be 3 dots. You're going to click on the 3 dots, and you're going to go to Advanced Audio Properties, okay? Then you're going to look for that in all of your audio sources because you're going to have a screen full of audio sources. Now, this is very important. This is very complex, so hopefully he'll understand this. There's going to be something that says audio monitoring, okay? You need to find the source. I don't know if it's going to say the name of your emulator. Maybe it's just going to say desktop. Maybe it's going to say capture window, whatever it may be that has the audio of Doom coming through it. There's a drop down. There's 3 options in the drop down. Monitor off, monitor only, mute output, or monitor and output. You have it set to monitor off. So because of that, what's happening is everyone on your stream can hear it, but you can't. You need to use the drop down and select monitor and output. And what will happen is everyone watching the stream can hear it, and then it's outputting to you so you can hear it through your headphones. That's fabulous, isn't it? Yeah. So do that. And then next time when you play Doom, you'll have audio. I'll do you the solid there, Rich, because, you know, I actually understand tech now, and you're review tech, and you don't know shit about shit. You fucking imbecile. Okay, so I'm not even kidding. He's trying to play Doom. He keeps trying to get it to work. Guess what? You ready?
Let me try bringing back the... I'm going to delete this. Remove it. I'm going to remove this.
He never gets it to work. He literally sits here for about 15, 20 minutes of his stream, and he can never figure out how to get the audio to play, so he just gives up. Rather than playing Silent Doom for his audience, which he said, I'll play it, he just...
Oh, they'll absolutely block you for that. You're not allowed to ask why he does or doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Fuck this, and he quits. That's ReviewTechUSA's content. So what does he do after that? Well, I mean, now it's panic mode, right? Now I have no content at all. I can't play games because I don't know how to set it up. I got banned from the lolcow chat. We already talked politics and that flopped. So what's next? I'll show you what's next, folks. He's going to take off his shirt and he's gonna.
Crap, I'm desperate for content. What do? I know a React channel. Crap, that failed. What do? I know a throwback channel. Crap, that failed. What do? Oh, I know a politics show. Oh, crap, that failed. What do? Just totally sell my soul completely and go on Kino Casino. Crap, that failed. What do?
Comment on my content. Yes, I'm shit you not. I fucking shit you not. An hour in, he fucking taps out on trying to make content. And he says, I'm going to take off my fucking shirt and I'm going to react to Phil's content again. You can't make it up. You can't exaggerate. This isn't staged. This is the existence of ReviewTechUSA.
I don't really know why you're so mad about it. Wheelie Steve, thank you so much for the pound super chat with that lovely, adorable little mouth drooler there. It makes me so happy.
In his 2-hour stream. Get it? And by the way, does he actually watch my content? No, he can't be bothered. He actually goes and watches a detractor's video. So not only
who?
does he drop everything to react to my content because he has no content, then he doesn't even make his own react content. He's reacting to an existing reaction. He can't even formulate his own opinions. He can't watch the raw content to make content. He actually has to steal a detractor's actual content to make his own.
Is this Repsy?
So it's not even his own content. And by the way, he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and that's a show. Literally, look at the end. It's me playing Street Fighter 6. You can't make it up.
It's Phil treats everyone like shit, and I thought that was because I'm trying to read what the title is. I think doesn't Repsy have the Phil treats everyone like shit?
You can't fucking make it up.
I'm gonna look and see.
So in an entirety of his 2-hour and 20-minute broadcast, okay, he embarrasses himself with his title screen. He comes on and immediately has my O face popping up in every contribution. He talks politics for an hour, which is a huge fucking embarrassment. The guy has no idea what the fuck, who he is, what he's saying or doing. He's becoming increasingly more inebriated over the hour, even though he pretends like he's not because he's drinking seltzer water on stream, right?
Yep.
Then
it's Repsy. Big ups.
He's out of content, so he tries to jump on Lolcow. They ban his ass because he's a fucking loser. Then he tries to play Doom. He can't get the audio to work, so he rage quits on that within 20 minutes. Then he takes off his shirt and he reacts to me for an hour, and that's his show.
So fucking what? The sad truth is nobody cares but you, Pumpkin. Nobody cares but you. Let's see his chat. To be honest, I was expecting something hilarious. This was just meh. Be back later. When Phil has tech problems, he halts the stream. Meaningless content. Kind of like DS politics. The chat is not taking this well.
You don't have a fucking right to say a word about me and my content ever again.
He does. He can say whatever he wants whenever he wants. That's the freedom of speech.
You are a miserable embarrassment to every person who ever turned on their camera or broadcast anything over the internet. You're a joke. You're a living meme. You're far, far, far below me. You're a fucking bug to be stomped on. Shut the fuck up, you life loser. You obsessed walrus. Move the fuck on and leave the world alone, because the world is done with you. I don't know if you realize this. Your time came and went. If you disappeared right now and never made content, people would be like, well, anyway, carrying on. No one would cry. No one would be sad. No one would care. You're a wretch. I can run tech better than you, but you're the tech guy. Don't you get it? It's over. It's time to say goodbye, the internet. Just give up. I wish that I could motivate you to be a better person. I tried that last year. Instead, you continued down your path of degeneracy. You continued down your path of nonsense. You're not capable of doing it. The only way I think you could actually improve yourself is to seek real help, meaning get professionals involved in your life who will get you off the drugs, because you are on drugs. It's apparent when you watch that stream. He's high as fuck, okay? You need to get off, but you can't. You have no work ethic. You have no self-respect. You have no self-control. You are the definition of a degenerate. okay? Please go away. Because it's sad now. It's that no one is watching you and saying, wow, he's really sticking it to Phil. They're just watching and they're just pointing and saying, look at that clown. Thank God I'm not him. Every time I watch Rich, I feel better about myself. And that's sad. You have nothing to add at all to society. Why don't you understand this? Does it take me telling you for you to finally fucking get it? Because it took me upgrading my setup to get you to try to upgrade your setup. It took my moving leaderboard for you to finally get a leaderboard. It took me actually getting a green screen, not really, for you to get a green screen. So now I have to tell you directly. Just stop. Just go away, man. Save yourself the embarrassment. Save humanity the embarrassment. Just turn it off. There's nothing to offer here. Lolcow doesn't want you back. You're not going to replace fucking Wings. You're not going to be on the Tech Talk show again. You blew it. You had your chance and you fucking blew it. Just deal with it. Stop trying to pretend, oh, I'm making fun of Phil. You're not making fun of me. You're not. There's nothing you're doing that's making fun of me at all. All you're doing is self-embarrassing yourself every single moment you turn on your camera. It's just like I said previous, but I guess it didn't sink in.
All right, this dude just won't even fucking take a breath. Oh, big ups, Wheelie Steve. Thank you very much for stopping by. I was very glad to get to kind of sort of meet you / talk to you, whatever. I really, really like some of those videos that you made totally shitting on him. So big ups, and you're welcome here anytime. What's going on, Greedy Piggy? 92 Vixter, thank you for the $2 super chat. Big ups, Toxicity. You make work better. Oh, honey, I do what I can. This is wild. This is crazy. Oh my God.
For me, my most embarrassing moment.
I'm going to try to not interrupt because I interrupt a lot. I'm just going to kind of let him go.
Was in 2016 when I made a huge mistake and I'll never live it down. For Rich, every moment he turns on his stream and his camera is on is his most embarrassing moment. And he continues to make more most embarrassing moments every single day. But he doesn't get it. He actually thinks the joke's not on him. Can someone tell him? Like, I understand he's making bank, and that's the thing. He's making money on these streams, so maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe it's time to pull that rug out from under him, too. He's going to continue the clown show and not help himself as long as people keep giving him money to do it. I mean, he needs help, man. And if you just keep enabling him, he's going to keep making this garbage every fucking day.
Like, you just keep making your garbage every fucking day? The lack of self-awareness is startling. He does sound like a bitter ex. He does. He sounds like fucking Review Tech broke up with him, moved on, and he's in a new relationship. He did add in, oh, but he's still making bank. He's still making bank. Yeah, seriously, let it go. Just let it go. Why are you so worried about it? Why are you so... Here's the thing. Even if you're a shitty person and you are happy that things aren't going well for somebody, which sometimes we all feel that way. We're all sometimes a little bit butthurt that things are maybe, or we all get a little bit happy, I should say, when some things maybe aren't going well for another person. Not everybody, but sometimes we experience that, to a certain, degree. We're kind of like, yeah, fuck you. Things aren't going so well for you. Even if that's the way that you feel, which it's kind of gross, but even if it is, you really shouldn't share these thoughts out loud. And it certainly shouldn't have been a nearly hour-long just let's shit on this dude. From the way that he looks to every bit of his setup to like everything about him. Like, you just sound really petty. You sound really just, bitter and angry and upset. And again, even if you don't like him, that's fine. But the more you keep doing stuff like this, like, well, he was mean to me, so now I'm going to be mean to him. That's pretty fucked. Oh, well, since someone did it to me, that totally makes it okay. And so I can do it back to them because I don't feel very good today. I wonder if anything actually bad really happened on the day off, or did he just say that because he said, if I seem like I'm in a bad mood today? Was that just buttering something up? Was that, just trying to like grease the wheels for like, hey, I'm about to shit on this dude for an hour? I have no idea, but we'll let him take his little victory sip here and we'll see where this goes.
I take that back. He's going to keep making this garbage whenever he can bother to get his fat, lazy ass rolling over to his setup and try to get it half working. Because we know he doesn't actually work and he doesn't actually know how to work his setup. I just taught him how to do it twice in one fucking stream. But, you know, it's just sad. The guy is just a malicious fucking dirtbag and doesn't deserve any attention. And you just got to stop giving it to him. I'll say this to all those people who are on his streams, okay, and you're contributing to get him to say dumb shit. You understand you could come over to my stream and we could just chill and actually make good content together and have a good time and laugh at, you know, talk the same shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to actually be on his streams and enable his awful lifestyle.
No, you could be on my stream and enable my awful lifestyle of a gambling addiction, a food fetish, and a fucking alcohol addiction. Don't go over there and give him money. Come over here and give me money.
You can actually come and like hang out with someone who cares and
I'm
wants
counting that as a bag.
to make good content for you and actually
That's a
learn the
bag.
setup and actually like works. You can do that. You can come over. You're welcome. Any of his trolls are very welcome to come enjoy my content at any time. And we can hang, we can laugh. And
Iron Dent, whenever you want to not be treated like a piece of shit, you can come up on over here. You don't have to give me anything. You can just come on and hang out over here. I'm not going to mod you, but you don't have to give me anything. You don't have to sub. You can thumbs down all my shit if you want to. Still counts as engagement, so I wouldn't, but you can if you want to. Come on over here.
you can tell me all about his antics and we'll have a good time together. And that way you don't have to fucking fill his
Yeah, come on over here. We can talk shit about Phil and you can keep all of your money in your pocket. All of it.
pockets. Because the only reason he's putting on the 2-hour shit show streams to begin with is because you keep filling his pockets. Did you see how many super chats he made during that? Hundreds
Ooh, he's so mad. That's like the 4th or 5th time.
hundreds of dollars. Now, it said he made 50 members. There are probably 49 Argentinian members in there. So he probably made the equivalent of $2 out of that. But those super chats are legit. So he's making bank on it. You know what I'm saying? And
But wait, if 50 of those is $2, then how did the 150 that you got equal $30? We'll just go on ahead and let that go.
the reason he'll never improve is because you keep allowing him to make a living.
The reason why this asshole never improves, Iron Dent, is because you keep allowing him to keep doing this garbage.
Being a schlub. Get it?
Is this like Phil Pep Talks himself?
I mean, this is the guy who fucked with me for the greater part of a decade, who tried to ruin me, who constantly tried to make me the butt of the joke, who got people to stop
You really did that so masterfully and so beautifully, all on your very fucking own.
watching my content. You know what I'm saying? So fuck him. I don't give
Okay,
a shit. Fuck that guy.
that's
Really,
fine.
like of all the people out there, this guy is the most malicious because he just doesn't give a fuck about anyone, including himself. That's the most dangerous person, is this person who just doesn't care about anything. So
Remember that, because it's true. The most dangerous person is someone who is so selfish, they don't care about anybody. And they don't even care about themselves because they're knee deep in addiction and drama and bullshit. Remember that, because it's true. Also remember, be nice to people. You never know what they're going through.
make him care. Stop watching his garbage. Stop enabling the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do some shout outs.
Big ups, VLX. And shout outs, that sounds like a great idea. Thank you for the $2 super chat. There are no mirrors on his home planet. Apparently, they're not in his house either.
And then we'll end our show.
This has been absolutely insane.
Looks like Most Tasteless gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you, Most Tasteless, for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. $118. Okay, so we're at 123. Okay. A few tips came in.
That's usually how it goes, Corey. He rants and rants and rants, and then within like 10 seconds, it's like poof, boom, it's over. We're on to something else. You can tell that, like, you know, like it's almost like the equivalent of like picking up the baby and you pat them and you burp them and, you know, you give the little kid the cookie, the juice box, the hug, they get it out and then they feel better. I think the only thing that really was accomplished is, you know, like I just said, I think he feels better because I think he's been saving that up for ever since fucking Steve fucking wrecked him on the Truth Seekers interview. I think he's been
Just
pissy
the
about
moron
that.
there. As you know, I don't read moron, so I'll just skip that. I got an anonymous $10 tip. Thank you. There's nothing there. It just says anonymous. So thank you for an anonymous $10 tip. And might be the same person. Let's look. Yep, it's just a moron. Okay. All right, so let's end the show. What do you guys want to talk about? I'll open it up because we didn't have a chance because that segment took a while. I'm gonna see if later tonight if I have time to edit it down to be a highlight because obviously I don't do this often.
You wouldn't make that a highlight. You wouldn't be so stupid that you would actually make that a highlight. That really pissy, bitter, nasty, cruel, aggressive fucking segment that you just did that was disgusting. You wouldn't make that a highlight for your gaming channel, would you?
And when I used to make highlights of that stuff, it actually did pretty good. So I'll see if I have time
Oh, I see. So you did the drama segment. Now you want to clip the drama. I got you. I
later
got
today
you.
to do the highlight or not.
Hey, just be honest about your bullshit.
I hope I do, but I don't know if I'm going to have time for it or not. We'll see. But is there anything I missed? Is there anything I need to know? You know what I'm saying? Like anything you want to tag me in chat, do a little bit of Q&A before we start with lost records for today?
You have absolutely raging levels of narcissistic tendencies. That's what I need you to know. Just off the chart levels of selfish, toxic, narcissistic tendencies. Please seek help from a mental health professional.
Which God of War gameplay style did I like more? They're all good. The old style was good, and the current style is good. There's nothing that you don't compare them and say one's better. They're both good. More R to you. Here's the thing. I don't do it every day, man. Like every once in a while, if this moron doesn't fucking reform himself and doesn't shut the fuck up about me, I'll go back to it. But I don't want to do this every day. You know what I mean? Like I want to make positive stuff. I don't want to make toxic content every day. Every once in a while, it's all right. We'll break it up for variety. And by the way, I really do feel like the Rich stuff is the best stuff because he's the guy who just never gives up. He's just such a loser that he just keeps up with it. It's like I could never over exaggerate talking about Rich because anything that I say is actually a gross under description of what he's usually doing. Like before we just did that, did you actually expect to see half of that stuff that we just saw? Did you really think my O-face would be his pop-up message? Did you think he actually would get banned by Lolcow for the zillionth time? Did you think he wouldn't know how to play audio through his stream? It's insane. There's no gaming news right now going on, BattleDuck. I looked. I didn't find anything particularly interesting.
I checked Twitter for a whole 5 minutes this morning when I was taking a shit. No
Yak Almighty,
self-awareness.
number one, I don't use NVIDIA Broadcast. That's number one. Number two, the AI features that they updated, like studio lighting and studio audio, take up an insane amount of your GPU use. So because I am someone who broadcasts to Kick and YouTube simultaneously while also capturing, my GPU at any given time is around 80%. If I turn those on, it maxes and it.
Not
right
doing
now,
tech
his game
shit.
runs
Sorry,
like
can't
dog
do
shit
it.
online, and there's no practice mode. So without being able to practice the mechanics and without able to play it without lag, you can't make any judgments about it at all.
Nope, don't care. Sorry, really don't care about the tech shit or the gaming shit. It's so boring and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Hello, sir?
For the record, I don't know why you're all bringing this up. I don't know. Someone brought this up on the stream the other day. They said, oh, did you hear that Mike Watson talked shit about you or whatever? To which I responded, if he did, I don't care. Mike Watson has absolutely no bearing or relevancy on me or my existence or life or content now or ever again. You know, in the 2000s he did, because I was in a competitive Street Fighter. He has zero bearing on anything I'm involved in anymore. So if he did talk shit about me after the fact that I have literally not said a negative word about that guy in all these times, you know, I went through my documentary last year and everything, and I didn't say a bad word about him at all. Really, in fact, I kind of complimented him, right? I did. Said some of the stuff he did, he called me out and stuff. That was right to do because I was an asshole in the community back then, right? If he's actually talking shit about me now in 2025, that says more about him and his obsession and his focus on, oh, here's a guy, an asshole who I really got the best of him or whatever. I don't care. I'm not that person anymore. I have no caring about this guy at all. You know what I'm saying? I just don't give a shit. The fact that this guy would even bring me up in 2025 is remarkable. Why is he still thinking about me?
Why are you still thinking about a lot of these people?
It's a fucking idiot, right? If that's the case. Because I don't know. Because I haven't heard about it at all.
Blah, blah, blah. Move along.
Because what it is it's idiots in the middle trying to goad people into feuds and shit. Like, this is like a schoolyard thing, right? Did you hear what this guy said about you? Did you hear what Joey said about Billy? Oh, Billy, did you hear what Joey said about you? Oh, Joey, did you hear what Billy said about you? What? Who gives a fuck? Right? Like, what are you
I don't know. You sound like you watch Glee. You might be into that kind of high school stuff.
talking about? It has no bearing on anything. I'm not going to be part of the Street Fighter community. I don't want to be. You understand? I'm not going to get back into competitive gaming in Street Fighter. I don't want to. I have no desire to. I'm happy with who I am, the content. Alexis, that
Moving
means,
on.
wow, 11 so far today. Thank you, Dr. Alexis. So now we're up to 138.
Yes, good
Can we
job
hit
to the dents today. Good job to the dents.
the goal before we end the podcast? Because I'm about to end the podcast. I'm just doing a little Q&A because we didn't really have any interaction today. Can we hit
I'm just doing a little bit of Q&A because I basically ignored you for 2.5 fucking hours.
the goal before we get to lost records? It would be great if we could. Then we could add another one to the running tally of goals hit. We're one step closer to a Lego night. Let's do it. Looks like Dr. Lexus has gifted another.
You know what I'll do, Optimist? Jesus Christ, this Dr. Lexus is becoming like a hella mega dent. What I'll do is I'm actually going to put it on my list. I wanted to kind of end around 5 o'clock Eastern, and we're at that time now. It's actually my husband's birthday, so we're doing the dinner and the typical birthday stuff. So I can't hang around, but what I'm gonna do is we will absolutely watch the button check video before we watch the guide tomorrow, and I will actually put that down, and then I will tomorrow I'll grab it and get it ready, and then we'll watch it. We will do that.
Membership. Thank you, Dr. Lexus. What's funny is they're not showing up in my kick chat. Can you guys see them? They're not showing up in my kick chat, but they're showing up in my queue, so I know that they're real. I think this is why I was actually missing memberships, subs previously, because they don't show up in my kick chat for some reason. It's weird. All right, so now we're at 143. We're $7 away from the goal, my friends.
Should get him DoorDash. $7 away, that's a bag. Imagine being this loser.
If you don't have a crown, you ain't down. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's funny because some people now are saying, well, Mike Watson was nice to you. I don't know. I haven't listened. I didn't hear the interview because I don't care. Like, if Mike Watson
Cook the man a steak? No, I'm going to buy him one.
was nice to me, that's nice to hear that he's being a nice person in the current day. If he was mean to me, I don't really care either. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, anything he says has zero pertinence to me.
I mean, if that's what he wants, he can get whatever he wants.
In 2025, zero relevance. So it doesn't really matter what he said. Why would I care? Right? I'm not going to be upset about it or whatever. I just don't care.
I'm really getting sick of this dude being like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, you really don't.
What are you talking about? I'm not banning anyone. I'm sitting right here talking with you guys. Someone said, oh, people are disappearing. It ain't me. Look at me. My hands are up. All right, guys. Last chance for some Q&A before we end the show, and then we jump into lost records for today. What's the next big game I'm excited about this year? Well, taking a look at...
Did I just hear a grown man say it was mean to me? I was out and bought steak, which begs the question. If I answer that, if I give my answer, everyone will hate me.
The list that we made. This may not be 100% up to date as of this point. legit looking at the new games coming out. And
This dude fucking just sucks so much ass. Like, I just don't have the patience.
We did not hit the goal on the show because we were $2 short. It's sad. It's sad that that's the case, but I guess that's...
See, medium rare is the only correct answer, and seeing as how that's not my answer, it's like, oh no, that'll start a whole thing.
just what we gotta live with now. What can I say? All right. So everyone, thank you very much for watching the Level 1 podcast. I hope that you enjoyed this return show. Tomorrow, of course, I'll be talking about everything that went down today.
Oh, of course, tomorrow we'll be talking about everything that happened today. You fucking heard it here first. Well, wait, this was like an hour ago. You heard it here last, as always. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was fucking insane. That's gonna do it for me. Thank God. I'm guessing, yes, it's the real correct answer is a New York strip medium to medium well. Yes, that's correct. I know you can all hate me and make fun of me anyway. That's okay. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I didn't think we were gonna have this kind of a day today, but big ups to everybody who came and hung out. It was a good time. What I want to do is we will watch the button check thing that he was talking about. I would stay and watch it now, but like I say, I got to get out of here. So we'll watch the button check video and some other some other stuff or whatever tomorrow before he goes live. I was a little late, like I say, getting to the stream. Then there were issues, so at least I didn't say well done. No, it's got to have some kind of flavor other than like burnt. So we'll do all that stuff tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me. What's my schedule? Pretty much every day that he streams. Although this weekend, since he has off Friday and Saturday, I'm going to do some editing and actually put out some videos because I think that will be fun. And I haven't done a video for a hot minute. So I'll do some videos this weekend when I don't know, hell, I might stream. We can watch some other shit pretty much every day. So we will do this again tomorrow. And I invite you to sub to the channel. If not, totally cool. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do, but I hope to see you next time.